Welcome in, guys. I hope you're doing good today. How was your day going? How's your week starting? It's getting close to Christmas. When are you guys do you guys have holidays or anything? Do you guys leave early? I know for me, the last day of work is mostly around. When is it again? It's the 22nd of December, and I only work half a day that day. So that's pretty neat. But I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for the first, Ayman. And Kau, you were just so close, but welcome in. And bonjour, Overlord. I do speak French. And Yume, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing good. Today the plan is probably, there's a new quest that dropped. We are probably going to play still this deck. I'm not sure if I want to play it the whole day. We might change to another deck as the day goes on. We might still play finally back from Agile. I'm always curious because the ads should have stopped being played at around 1:55 in the timer. But I'm guessing if someone joins in after the ads are done, just before the ads are done, they still get played the full 3 minutes. But if they refresh when the ads are not supposed to be there anymore, they should not have ad. That's how I think they do it. I'm not sure. But I'm super excited. I got some news from the emotes. So the emotes are coming along. Now, I'm wondering what I want for overlays and everything. The animated emotes probably are going to come later on because I don't want to spend too much all at once. But I really want an overlay. Now I'm just thinking I'm thinking about lore. I'm thinking about everything. I want to make the overlay fit all of that. I found the artist that I want to go for. I need to contact them to know what they need, what they can do. So there's a lot of stuff on the line. There's a lot of stuff getting prepped and everything, but I got so little time. Christmas plan? Ooh. Welcome in, Bard. Hope you're doing good. Bro, freak that I'm running the weather plus low get in duelist cut, and it's actually not that bad. What is the low get? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Let me... Oh? Oh, I've seen this card before. That's interesting. And you say it's working good? Yume, je suis tellement fier de toi. Tous tes dessins que t'as fait cette année, c'est excellent. J'espère que tu continues de même. J'espère que tu vas faire partie de ma communauté encore. J'espère juste que tu vas rester ici. J'apprécie très bien ta compagnie. Puis merci beaucoup d'être là. I hope you liked it. Did you understand anything? You just want to spend the flan ingredient? Oh. Lore, you're a flan lore build. But how did the flan come to life and everything? Why am I speaking flan? Summons when a fairy activates spec, so it helps with painter wiping their board. Oh, I understand. I understand what you mean. You missed the start because you were distracted. Je suis fier de toi, Yume. There you go. But yeah, I was playing that a bit yesterday just to try and get some games in. The first game, I get Max Seed into Ash. I'm like, okay. Second game, I get Drolled. I still win the game. Third game, I get Max Seed into Ash again. And fourth game, I just get Ash on the end I break. I was like, that's enough Yu-Gi-Oh for me tonight. I'm not... Oh, God. Oh... And ended up with a wee. I appreciate your company. Wee. So yeah, we're probably gonna try again. I could probably try and play my Goaty Sprite in the event too. We gotta get on that Bishul train too. I wanna play the Bishul train. I might try and play some going second deck too. With vampires and all, I don't know. We might be building some stuff. We're so close to a poll. So we are gonna Gamba for sure this stream. Like a little mission and we're gonna get there. And they added a new mission too, so we have everything we need. Basically, we are level 14, I think? 13. Close enough. And we need to get to 19 at least. So let's try it out. Let's see where we can go. But how did your first day of the week go, guys? Did you guys buy... Can you show me a replay? Yeah, for sure. Just drop your friend code and make sure to tell me against who it is, and I'm down to watch it. Clearly because why you playing Pendulum in the DC Cup is a pain. Oh, no. Did you guys see the... Oh, that's a hand I usually get. Maybe Maxi saves us here. But this is one hell of a hand. The Ghost Ogre here is fine. Because Ghost Ogre is gonna allow me to get more. Now they're gonna get their branded fusion. And we are gonna need to Ash on the branded average vampire hand. The thing is, I'm drawing only end traps. I don't want to draw those things. No, it's not region luck. I can watch any replay, so we should get some cards here. The Ghost Ogre might be good. We can pop some things. So sending the Cartesia. I'm gonna be honest, this deck is really hard for me to beat. Albion. Okay. Drawing one of the one-ofs too. So that's a one-of, that's a one-of, that's a one-of, and that's a one-of. I would like to draw my non-one-ofs here. So he wants to resummon something on my turn. Oh, and another one-of. We love to see it, right, guys? Just drawing one-ofs over one-ofs. I didn't draw a singular Italy. I'm running triple Xiamen. I'm running triple Ghost. I'm running like everything, and I just cannot hit them. It's insane. Well, I guess we just summon this and crash into it. Maybe some things happen. I'm guessing they have banishment or something, but this is horrible. Like, my luck with this deck, I haven't changed anything, but my luck with this deck has been so bad lately. So they're gonna target the Maxi, they're gonna target the Cartesia. We can probably Maxi this to try and hope to draw something. Let's see what we get. He has something in response. A Magnamut? You're still summoning something here. Sure. So he's not giving me a draw from the Magnamut. That's fine. I think we lose, by the way. I think we straight up lose. This hand is unplayable. Unless we get an Italy here, there's nothing we can do. Then he's gonna revive the Cartesia to fusion. But if you start fusion summoning, I might be able to do something. So let's just hope we get something here. Oh, another one-ofs. We love to see it, right? Might as well at this point. There's no point not doing it. So, out of our hand, we drew no 3-ofs, but we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-ofs. So he's gonna go into Blazing Cartesia. This still pops. I still pop the regain, so that's at least that. And I'm getting one more draw out of this. So he gets a Grand Guignol. I get another one-of. Every single one-of in my deck. No 3-ofs in this. Not a singular one. That's insane. Can I get a singular, like, 3-ofs? At this point, I'm gonna start running, like, everything I can to just draw 3-ofs. Might as well not play any cards. Might as well play my engine at 1-of. And now I'm gonna find them. Because that's insane. That's been the whole day yesterday, by the way. Everything yesterday was that. Like, drawing all the 1-ofs and none of the 3-ofs. Did you guys notice this Japanese player have on average better hand? I know a lot of people are saying stupid things like that. Well, we're gonna go next. There's no way we're winning this with this hand. And let's see how many 1-ofs we could have drawn out of this. Okay. I'm gonna... Against VFDC1. Okay. So let's see what we could have drawn. We could have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. So about half our deck was a starter. But no, we get the one-ups everywhere. So do we want to add a lure now then? Like, I don't like a lure in this because I'm not running only dark. But do we want to add a lure just to try and find anything? Because at this point, it's stupid. I'm not finding anything. I drew 8 cards and I didn't find 20, like half my decks. Every time I drew a card, it was even higher than a 50% chance to find a playable card. That was insane. But let's go find this. Let me copy this. Yeah, like I could add Small World, but the problem with Small World is that I don't have any bridge anymore that are that good. So let's do that. Let's do some replays. You didn't make it public. You gotta make sure you go into your replays and make them public. Like, you need to go... If I go to mine, you need to go to replays here, and when you click on them, you can make public them. Okay, it's now done. Well there we go. I've been Biden Blast. Are you... I just don't understand sometime. So let's go here, profile, then replay, and let's see this. Let's see what you were cooking. If it goes on, I might just change deck, because at this point, this is insane. I'm going crazy. Okay, starting triple harmonizing. It's a good card, but I don't think you want to start triple of this. Shifter, that's kind of bad, but does it stop your pendulum things? Like, can you still... Do they still go to the... top of the extra deck? I run quite a few one-ups. The problem is not drawing my one-ups. The problem is me not drawing a singular of my three-ups. Like, I don't care if I draw the one-ups. I just don't want to draw... I want to draw at least one-ups. That is the only thing I'm asking for. But apparently that's too hard to ask. So they are on Ash, everything. I'm guessing this is a Kashtira deck. I'm guessing this is Kashtira. What can you do here? You can do Star Pendulum, then you go... It's worse than that? Oh no, is it Flu? Is it Flu on the Reese? You detach this, adding these Cold Combat Jokers for next turn. Still an okay hand. Like, Barone not having a negate is kind of annoying. Oh, it's Vanquish Shoal. One of the best deck right now. Do you end up winning this? Because he's gonna pop everything here. Like, he's popping the whole row. Or maybe not. They get the Caesar, then... This one shows a Fire in the Dark, so he's gonna destroy both of your cards. Oh, he cannot destroy the Magician because you control a Magician there. And can you make it back now? How does one simply guess cash? Well, the thing is, they did run the Shifter, and the deck that run the Shifter the most is Kashtira, so... Oh, Ryzen pops only monsters. I always thought it popped just the whole row. I don't know Vanquish Shoal enough. I haven't played against them that much. So popping this, adding the Celestial Magician. You're popping up there. It isn't amazing, to be honest. I've won every game I've played against them using iJade Penguin, so I don't know. Maybe they were bad players, because from what I saw, like, they are at the top of the ranking for decks right now. Electromite, what a card. What a card. Electromite is such an insane card. Like, it's crazy. Then you activate this, then you summon Astrograph Sorcerer. And they can probably make their Caesar. No, they don't have the weight to make Caesar unaffected. So Caesar's gonna get popped here. Poop goes the Caesar. Then Electromite adding something. You go probably into Selene here, right? This seems like a Selene. So we've got a Celine, then Celine's getting a lot of counter, then you can summon anything. Then is this an access code? It is an access code. So we do have the access code coming onto the field, popping their card. Then we can go for 5.3k. Time Pendulograph needs a Pendulum monster, right? So you're adding this back, then you're setting this. You can target one in your monster zone or pendulum zone and one card. Okay, so it can count. So you can pop basically the purple poison. Then summon this. You can, funnily enough, if you pop this, it does not destroy the column because it's not in the column anymore. Like, if you destroyed this card, it would have made it so the access code would still be on the field. But I don't think you need it, to be honest. Like, it's the same thing with a card that says, like, Dark or something like that, that says, summon a monster to the arrow this card's point to. If the card leaves the field, there's no more arrow to summon a monster to. You're pretty excited for Centurion to come out eventually. It's such a good archetype. I love the archetype. I don't love that they make King Calamity pass. Like, I don't love that they make King Calamity as their whole game plan. I would love that King Calamity's banned, but Centurion, like, gets some love a bit. So that they have other plays they can do with 12. Like, they can still go into Cosmic Blazar if they want or something like that. But just turn skipping your opponent is not the most fun. Electrobite having the most insane effect in Yu-Gi-Oh! But being locked to such a niche summoning mechanic is sad. Well, it is a custom card for them. It is literally a custom card. So all the Vanquish Soul tagging out, making sure they don't get destroyed. Well, if they don't give us Crimson Dragon, they don't give us Toxic Calamity strats. Yeah, that's fair. Crimson Dragon is another part of the problem. I don't know how I feel about Crimson Dragon, I'm gonna be honest. Because most of the time, like, it can do some pretty degenerate stuff. Like, you make a Baronne, you make Crimson Dragon, you make this pattern from that, and then it just goes on from there. Yeah, I feel the same, Yume. Like, I wish they stopped printing cards that are blowout like that. I do not like when a card just says you win the game on the spot. Like, I'm speaking about Floodgates too. Like, I would be down if they changed the... Ooh, and that's game. GG. Pretty well fought game at turn 5. That's rare that we see that. But I already told you guys, like, the way they fixed Crimson Dragon is... No, not Crimson Dragon. King Calamity. Is that they just make it so it can only activate the first, like, it only locks card if it's summoned on your own turn. So it still keeps the main, like, way of, like, how it was supposed to be of shielding Red Resonator from effect without being able to be used as a turn skip. Crimson Dragon is the entire problem. All decks who do Calamity on your opponent's turn are fueled by Crimson. The thing is, Crimson can do some pretty neat stuff. Like, it can summon the Spatter and everything in some decks. It can do some good things. But I've never seen Calamity do anything that interesting. Is there anything I want to change here? I just wish it would release Gold Pride. I would play the hell out of Gold Pride, to be honest. If I had the Gold Pride, I would be playing that so much right now. I'm kind of searching for a deck to play in TCG. I don't know what I want to play next. I like my Vampire list, but I kind of want to try something. Welcome in, Folly. I hope you're doing good. I am. How are you doing today? How to balance Crimson Dragon is to make it summoning requirement, banishing one Stardust Dragon, one Red Dragon Archfiend, where Synchro Summon from the extra deck. I think that just kills the card. Like, the thing is, that literally kills the card. You could add some synergy restriction there to make it... Oh, Italy, we're probably dead. If this is like Punk Kashtira, I'm probably dead. So, getting the Wagon, they're gonna get a negate. We don't have that great of a hand to play through their stuff. Like, we have a one starter, but we can summon a Xiamen, use the effect. if they don't get the pop and just the negate. Well, the thing is, it's fine to think you want to kill the card, but it literally prevents, like, I'm all about keeping the card playable, but lowering their power level, other than just, like, straight up killing it and not letting it do anything anymore. I don't know prices for TCG. Everything looks expensive. I don't know. I was looking at building, like, Goaty. I've been playtesting with, like, Goaty with the Ice Jade card and the... like, Goaty, Ice Jade, and... what was it again? It was the White Aura stuff, and I like that pretty much, to be honest. I run only one Ice Jade, and it's the level 7 tuner that summons a level 3 token. So it's basically Synchro 10 if you discard a water. So that's why I'm running it. That's the only reason. Okay, so it is Kashtira Punk. For some reason, though, they decided to go with the... I don't understand. Why not do the raid slot first? And then you can summon Adrian? Oh, they probably drew the raid slot later on. But now they have 2 cards. They might have the trap card that lets them summon the thing, but it's no interruption right now. What trap did they add? Did they add the trap card? They did not. So I have no idea what their face down is. The question is, if I start the Amin, like, both of them lose to Ash. Ghost does not lose to the Punk Pop card. But the Amin lets me go into Immortal Dragon if it's not that, so... yeah, we're looking to water. If this made Baronne on itself, that would be insane. So I'm kind of happy it does not. They do have something here. If they stop me there, I'm still gonna activate the effect. Okay, we can use the Xiamin, which is fine. Now, what do we get? They do have the Imperm. That's fine. We have the Tracker for now. So that's one trap card. We know they have another one. It's not the pop, so it's probably the negate. If it is another Imperm or something like that, we are probably dead at this point. But 2 interruption with this end was not that great. Like, we keep drawing the same card over and over. I've never drawn Mizuki and All Ghoul as often as I have in the last days. Like, this is insane. We are gonna do Immortal Dragon. Is it another Imperm? No, it's not. So now we can go with this. Also, not really. H8 doesn't exactly turbo out Floodgate. It takes 3. Call by the Grave. You're kidding me, right? Well, we lose. We tried our best, guys, but this guy had every answer as he could have. We don't technically lose right now, but, like, come on. Imperm into Call by the Grave into, like, full combo. We do have the All Ghoul here that can save us a bit, but that's not gonna be amazing. So this one's gonna revive the Xiamin probably. Then he adds more stuff. We're just probably dead. Like, I don't see how we get out of this, because this adds the Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune gets them another Deer Note. Oh no, they had the Deer Note straight away. So now they summon the Deer Note, then they go into the Jam Dragon Drive if they want, and they add more stuff. They don't have the field spell anymore though. And they're gonna tribute summon for Unicorn? I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this so hard. So this is gonna add a Kashtira spell. They're gonna add probably the Kastiosis. Then they are gonna use Deer Note. Why didn't you not want to do anything here? Are they just gonna go Baronne? No, they summoned the Deer Note here. Are they trying to kill or some way? So they use a Kastiosis. They're gonna go Fenrir probably. If they go Fenrir, they punch into this, activate the effect, banish it. I don't get the All Ghoul. Oh, it summons in defense, so I'm fine. The problem is the Fenrir is gonna be super annoying. So now they have the Rise Art. Like, they started everything at this point. Ain't no way I'm beating someone that starts Imperm, Call by with Italy. Like, ain't no way. They could have pepped. They could have pepped for sure, but this guy I don't think knows his deck that much. He just top deck better. It's the name of the game. Then they're gonna do this. They're gonna luck his zone. They're gonna go into a Rise Art, and we pretty much lose against a Rise Art. So let's go next. We're not gonna let this guy just play with himself. We're gonna go next. One day we're gonna get... I just want to get a good game with this deck before I bench it for tonight, because it's clearly not working for some reason. It was working the day before. It was working super good before. But for now, it apparently does not work anymore. So before we bench it, we are gonna try and get a good game with it. We are gonna try and get something out of this deck. Like, when I do my test stand in TCG, it's fine. Mizuki in the opening hand again, but we do have a playable hand if we do not get ashed on the E-Telly. Because we did not start with any vampire here. Okay, no Ash Blossom, we might be good. Now we get this. We get ourselves the Xiamen effect. We are gonna get the Foxy-Tune. Then Foxy-Tune activates. If we get ashed now, it is still fine. Because we could have went into Sharakusai to make the play better. I don't know what I did to Konami, but they really do not like me right now. We are gonna get to the Jam Dragon Drive. That is gonna get us the combo we need. We still have it normal, so that is a good part. Then we are gonna do this, getting ourselves the... We could get the Foxy-Tune at this point. And we summon the Sharakusai maybe, or summon the Ghost. But we don't want to waste the summon. If we can get a summon, like a card drawn, we can just summon the Ghost to get effect from it. So we go here, we go that. Then we could even go into the 11, but I don't think that does us any good. Because the problem is, if we go into the Synchro 11, we can sure revive the Xiamen, but I prefer to keep an 8 than an 11 on my field. So we do this, we go into Immortal Dragon, and we try and get ourselves more the Ghost Fusion. Sending to the graveyard the Ghost Sleeper. Then that's gonna add us the Ghost Fusion. And from the Ghost Fusion, we are gonna be able to... What is in the graveyard? Oh, that's a Mizuki. We could technically revive with Mizuki to save the Immortal Dragon, but I don't think that's necessary. So we are gonna do Ghost Fusion here, using the Immortal Dragon to get ourselves the Garura and the Shang-Chi on the field. I kind of want to build Witchcrafter, but I don't know how to. And don't want to play Branded anymore, and don't feel like running some Spellbook Engine every Spellcaster card. Yeah. That's pretty much what comes down to, like, Witchcrafter. They seem pretty cool, but it's mostly just like Spellbook Turbo. We do the Shang-Chi here. Shang-Chi sends to the graveyard. At this point, we might do the Familiar. Because Familiar gets us a Search. If we do... Banshee first. We're gonna Gamba a bit. So we do Banshee. We activate the Banshee to get ourselves some levels on the field. Spellbook is so boring. I never played Spellbook, so I can't really talk about that. But we are gonna go into Beatrice. And then Beatrice is gonna send to the graveyard the Shang-Chi. And from the Shang-Chi, we are gonna get ourselves into the graveyard. We kind of want to get the Familiar if we want to get the play started. So from there, we are gonna do Mizuki. Mizuki's gonna revive the Foxy-Tune, because we need another 8 to be able to go into Zombie Vampire. And we might regret doing this now. Like, I might just die from the meals I give them. I'm a bit worried Every time you go to fire zombie vampire, it's always scary. Gods? Is that God? We can revive this, but sadly we don't have another... Oh, we do! So if we revive the Scarlet Scourge here, Scarlet Scourge gonna trigger getting myself the Vampire Familiar, so I don't need to throw anything away. Do you have Nib? Oh no, it's Ice Barrier. So he's gonna send a level 5 or higher to the graveyard. That's fine. It is God, so we gotta be careful about Soul Crossing. We can respond to this, right? Sending the Ice Jade Tremora to add back the Guardian Slime. Okay. So we are gonna get the Familiar. You played the Nimian for a while, and trust me, it's boring. I can believe you. Then we could go into Voivode to get ourselves more stuff. If we go into Voivode, we revive something. We go into Sucker here, revive something, then draw a card, go Voivode with those two, get ourselves 2 monsters, but that doesn't do much. What we can do is go into Shadow Vampire instead. You play Plunder Patrol? That's a deck I was thinking of learning at one point. It seems pretty neat. Like Plunder Patrol, just being able to play some pirates. Then we do have this here. Sucker Effect is gonna get him the... it discards battle. If discards sent from the end or field to the graveyard, can add a spell. From the end to the graveyard, special summon on water. Okay, so this one doesn't do much. So let's summon it here. I didn't want to get the slime because I didn't want to give him more search. Getting an Ash is pretty good. Now we can... Is there a way? There is a way. So if we do Familiar, get the Ghost. You're gonna maybe find me crazy right here, but I have a plan. So we summon the Familiar, then we do Vampire Ghost here. Ghost is gonna activate, getting myself the Shadow Vampire, tributing his monster. Right here. Then Shadow Vampire is gonna trigger, getting myself the... might want the Retainer, to be honest. I could get the Voivode, but the Retainer gets me the Omni Negate, which is pretty good against this stuff. It's gonna be more helpful than the Voivode. So let's get this. We activate the Retainer. Retainer is gonna give me the Counter Trap. Then we go into IP with this. Right here. And then we are gonna do the play that I was thinking of. So we do this here. We go into Chaos Ruler to get ourselves the Excavate 5. Maybe we find something good. Maybe we don't. We're gonna see. Then this here, activate the Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler is gonna get me... Please. Okay, Ghost Ogre is pretty good. Add to my hand. I'm gonna add the Ghost Sleeper, the Ghost Ogre. I'm getting my name messed up there. So we do have a lot of things going. We do have the Maxi. We could Retainer again, but it doesn't do anything. Let's go end phase. We are gonna get the Doom King. There's a bit too many threats for him. He cannot deal with all of them, I feel. He does have 7 cards, so that's a bit scary. But we do have an Ash, we do have a Ghost Ogre, we do have a Maxi, so triple Entrap, an Omni Negate, and a Doom King. That's gonna be fine, I feel. They do have an interruption here, so that is a bit spooky. But the Garura is gonna draw us a card, then the Sucker is gonna draw us a card on the Summon of the Doom King. Drawing the Foxy Tune for next turn could be fine with a tuner. Then standby, we use the Doom King here. Endgame is cool concept, but a boring execution. I feel like it just gets some spell counters on the field and have negates. Like every time I face them, it just get a guy that gives negate if you have counter on the field. That's the only thing they do, kinda. Getting another Maxi, so might as well use a Maxi here. Why not? We already use Monster Effect, so there's no problem using that. Then we have Maxi, we have Doom King, we have a full field with Zombie World, so they cannot tribute summon anything. We have Domination. Does Soul Crossing needs... It says tribute summon, so they can't even use Soul Crossing here because of Zombie World. Because they cannot tribute summon any other god, they're not zombies. So what's he gonna do? He's like probably looking at his Soul Crossing in the end. Okay, he's got this. We are gonna Omni this. We don't want to lose our Zombie World. That's kind of our key card. Kind of annoying of them to draw this as the first card. So now we do not have our Omni anymore. But that's good that we didn't go for Voivode and we just kept the... Getting the true Sun God. We are gonna Ash this. Don't want them to get too many things. Omni the card that de-omnis your Omnis. Well, the thing is, like, if we didn't Omni that, we lose the Zombie World, which is pretty bad. We don't want to lose this card, specifically if we know the guy has Soul Crossing. If we lose Zombie World, they can just Soul Crossing the Baylor Truck, the IP, and the Sucker, let's say. And I don't have a board anymore. Literally every single interruption. So, where do they go from here? Anything else? I still have the Ghost Ogre if I need to. That is pretty good. This guy's probably thinking about what his next play can be. I don't know what a God deck can do. I know I've lost to a Raw deck not long ago because I bricked insanely and they drew pretty good. So they do have a Kaiju. They send the turtle. I still have the IP as an interruption here. So I feel I'm still doing fine. A God deck can do nothing occasionally. Yeah. They do have the other Ice Shades. So they are going to special summon a water monster. What are they going to special summon? Is it going to be the big Ice Shade that prevents monster? Oh, they go for the slime? I think I don't want them to have the slime on the field. What does it say? If this card is sent from your end or field to the graveyard, can add one spell. So they're always going to be able to add the spell, so might as well do IP here. To go into... They do have the droplet, so not much I can do for there. We still are good. We could dodge with the IP, but she needs to use herself. So we cannot really dodge from there. We can do the ghost to tribute summon their Guardian Slime if we need to. We are going to wait for them to add more stuff. But we do have the Vampire Ghost in the graveyard to tribute summon their things. So we are doing fine right now, I feel. And they surrender. There we go. But I think I'm changing deck. I'm not feeling this deck today. I don't know why. It's not working out that well. It's feeling not that good. So let's try. I'm feeling Goaty. Let's try Goaty. I added a Dispatter to Goaty too because that seems pretty fine. We can like shuffle Banish card to... Or revive Banish, but just shuffling back a Banish card to do stuff. Because I don't think the shuffle for the negate and everything needs to be a dark or a light, right? It's just any Banish, or is it just dark and light all the time? I always forget. Green Magi OTK? I don't really like the play pattern of Green Magi. Let me read again the... Dispatter. You can target one light or dark. Quick effect can target one Banish card. Shuffle it in the deck. So it's just a pop on demand, which is great. Let's go for the starter. Starter is gonna get us the blue here. Then blue's gonna trigger, getting us the... I just wish they do a monster effects I can trust into something. Like, if I can trust into anything, that's gonna be amazing. I do have the Call by the Grave if I need to stop anything. If it is an Imperm, that's gonna be super bad. Because this end literally does nothing. Oh, that's bad now. We are gonna maxi this, so at least we draw some card. But that is pretty bad. Them starting Gamma, so that's telling me that's probably a Dragon Link. That's probably telling me that's a Dragon Link, this one. Some time ago, a person said Green Magic OTK is one of the most disgusting deck ever conceptualized, but for some reason we call it base. So now we can do Trust at least. Trust getting Talent added to my hand, and now they have monsters on the field, so I can just freely do the Talent to try and draw 2 cards. I kind of need the draws. I don't have anything else I can play. Starting with this is pretty good. So we summon the Nimble Sunfish. We special summon the red. We go into Gigantic, and from there we should be able to play. Do I respect? That's 1 summon. That's 2. That's 3. That's gonna be 4. I'm gonna respect the Nib. I'm gonna be worried of the Nib. We never know when it's gonna drop, so better be worried about it. They are playing Gamma, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were playing Nib too. Now we special summon to the field. It won't do much if we special summon the Jet, because the Jet's gonna get us the other starter or something else. So what we can do is get ourselves... If we get Paces, that's fine. I just want to read Sprint again. Sprint said 2 months including a level 2 link or rank. So we can get the Paces. The plan is we get Paces here. Oh, we can't even. I'm stupid. I did use the starter effect, so I can't use... What I wanted to do is summon the Snowpios, but that's not gonna work. Let's send the Angler here. Angler is gonna summon 2 things. Those 2 left in the deck. But we don't have the greatest. We should have sent Shift for sure now. Now that we are in retrospect, we should have sent Shift for sure. We do not have a tuner left. We could go for... I think we're gonna go for the boring play of just Elf here into reviving the red. And we are going to end on Call by Imperm, and maybe that's going to be enough. But that was not the greatest play of all time. I'm rusty a bit with this deck. It's been a while. So let's summon the red. Then we set this, and we end. We do have the Snowpios. The Snowpios is going to set us up for next turn. But for now, we gotta hope that they didn't start insane. They did start with the Gamma, so maybe that was like some things that they couldn't do much. They are on a 40 card, so we never know. What are you on, my guy? What do you have in your hand? Anything that I should be worried about? The pause right here is making me... Numeron? Okay, that's bad. We can revive the blue here so that we get ourselves like a search, but that's not looking good. Numeron is like one of the worst things we could get here. Oh, we could have done something else. We summoned the... Yeah, I fucked up here. Maybe we survive still, because we do have the Imperm to stop one of them, but I'm making so many mistakes. Matt kinda said you're friend with Justin Bieber because you're both Canadian. Is that how that work? I never know. Well, Bieber kind of removed his Canadianship, kinda. Like, you can have him. We don't care too much. So this can go to 8,000. This can go to 4,000 right now. Aren't all Canadian friend with each other? Say that to the Quebecer and the like guys from Alberta. They are not gonna agree. So they're gonna punch. They're gonna go to 2,000. But I should survive this, right? That's 2k, so that's 600 there. Then I take 3,000. Then I take We are gonna imperm this. I could have taken less damage here. I don't think it reduced their attack, so I could have played that better too. I'm misplaying like crazy tonight. I don't know what's happening. So this is negated here. Then they are gonna punch with the other one. That's gonna be 600 damage, and that's gonna be 2.6k. And I have a play for next turn, so I should be fine. Right here. And this gains attack. Then they punch here. Now, will they make Apo or will they make something else? I do not know. Main phase 2. What are they going for? D-Force? They're adding Plasma? That's so boring. Sure. So they add Plasma here. And what does Plasma say? Let me read Plasma real quick. Must be special summon by attributing 3 monster. So they are just gonna go Plasma right here to negate and equip something. How is the equip working? By attributing negate the effect of a face of monster while your opponent controls them. You can target a monster which your opponent equip it. Okay, so there's that. He's gonna tribute everything. I kind of want him to target the blue so that he takes it, and then I can just like Snowpios and try and go from there. Maybe that's gonna work. Okay, he does target the blue, so he has the blue here, which is fine. Then we are gonna be able to go Snowpios, and a main, we are gonna go Snowpios here. Snowpios gonna banish this and this to summon itself. Then Snowpio's gonna trigger using it on itself. Oh, it's negated anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's negated. Then we do have the call by the grave still. Now, what are you gonna do more? He is gonna pass on this, so this goes away. Now, next turn, we get our pace back. We just need something. Carrot is fine. What can we do here, though, to out the Destiny Hero? We can go into Chen Ying, maybe? But Chen Ying's not that great. We don't have anything that really does deal with the Plasma here. We can special summon this. Thanks for the water, Folly. No point in using that. Then how can we get out of this? Because this is going to be negated. This is not going to do anything. It's not going to be helpful. I really don't see how we get out of this, to be honest. Like, a skill drain is pretty hard for us to deal with. I think we just lose to the Plasma. I think we just lose to the Plasma here. There's nothing I can really do. I could try and just wall up, because as long as he has the Plasma, he cannot kill me. So I could just summon this here, because he cannot do the network anymore. So if we go there, we have that. We just wait on this and hope to find something. If we find a Smasher, Smasher is our way to deal with the Plasma, so we just gotta wait. He cannot draw any card from the Force Eater, so that's fine. He cannot use the Numeron network, so maybe that's enough. Smasher, I hardly know her. Yeah. Then he's gonna go battle phase. He's gonna punch into... Which one are you gonna punch into? Punching into the elf. So, oh, he can punch everything? Can this attack every monster I control, or is it this thing? Cannot be destroyed. I don't understand what's making it being able to attack everything. Is there anything that allows... Okay, it got to attack. We still have this. We have no tuner. That's not gonna do it. GG. GG. We got floodgated. We got floodgated. For sure, I played badly this game. Like, I could have played that way better. But we do love our good floodgates.
Skill issue.
It is a skill issue. Welcome in, ZB. Welcome in. Like, I could have played that 10 different ways. It kind of sucks. It's a it's a one-way skill drain. And the thing is monster was just a bit too heavy for me. Like, a bit too big. I couldn't do anything about it. All my monsters were negated, so not much I could do there. We can do this into special summoning the jet. Like, I don't understand how this deck, which is super consistent, draws so badly all the time. For now, I'm changing deck because you can see I'm playing Sprite right now. And even though I'm playing Sprite, I'm having horrible hand. Like, hands that lose to an Ash Blossom most of the time. So, you can imagine how it was with Vampires. Like, Vampire was horrible. I was drawing out of a game that I counted. I had 19 cards that I could draw. I drew 3 cards, and all of them were one-ofs. None of them were the 3-ofs that I needed. Like, half my deck was playable cards, and none of them was in the cards I drew. So we can go for the shift here. We get ourselves shift on the field. It does happen, but I need a change of pace. I need something else to happen because now I was getting a bit tilted by this. So this way we get a way to play the game a bit. I kind of want to learn a new deck, to be honest, because I'm not satisfied with how I'm getting kind of bored of my deck. I've been playing the deck for so long. I need to switch it up a bit. So I was thinking maybe building D-Links or building like anything else. But I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what I would go for. So Elf, resummon the blue. Then we go into Sprint to get 2 levels on the field. So we are going to have Sprint. We are going to have the Goatee lineup. But I could try and make a Goatee build without the Sprite stuff, with just like the Ice Jade and everything else. That could be a way. Now we do Angler. Angler is going to get us the 2 Sunfish. Like this. Then we can do the Shift to boost the attack of one of the Sunfish, which is fine. We do have the Maxi here. We have the Ash Blossom. So that gives us a lot of stuff we can do. I'm not going to Maxi straight away. We do have the Sprint to bounce a card whenever they summon. And we do have the Shift to go into the Goatee plays. But I kind of, maybe I would go for a slower pace deck. I could go for that. Like, if I go for more of a control-y style, I was looking at, I know some people might not like it, but what was it again? The Runic Bishul that Joshua Smith just won the YCS with was like insanely fun to watch. It was not the Runic we're used to see. It was more of a control-y, like out-grinding type of deck. And I loved it, so I might give it a try at one point. Fontaine to 1 might be hard. Like, it might be rough, but it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna Maxi now. We know they are on Kashtira. So if they want to go for special summon without... well, they control no monster. That's gonna get us the chance to draw a card. Drawing the Pressure Planet. We are gonna Ash this in case they didn't start with... Place 10 branded card, not a branded deck. Well, it's mostly the strategy wasn't centered around branded. I think the only branded card he really played was the 2 Quem and the 2 Blazing Cartesia in his main deck, right? The other one were just like extra deck monster you could go into, but that was not the point of the deck. So normal summoning the Unicorn. If we go Shift here, we can blank something, but I think we... Like, if we go Shift, he can do the rip from the extra deck, which is fine. But after that, we can just, like, banish his guy. so that we get ourselves no unicorn triggers, but I don't think that's right. I do not think that is right to do. But Branded is another deck I kind of want to visit. Now that they do more synchro summoning stuff, I kind of want to visit Branded now. Because it seems fun. I know Prince sent me his list for his Branded, like, synchro stuff. So I'm interested. And now he added this. I feel he doesn't have another monster there, so let's go with this here. If we can just bounce anything. Thinking about Synchro, I play Mannadium. I would play Mannadium. Mannadium was a deck I was hyped for. But sadly, they do not want me to play the deck. For some reason, Konami hates me lately. I do not understand why. But like, I pulled on the Mannadium pack so often. And I did not get a singular planet. I got one room art. I got... So at this point, we might as well banish the Snowpios. Then Snowpio's gonna trigger to get us a quick synchro at any time. We don't need to quick synchro right now. Welcome in, Yozo, by the way. And Jerry, welcome in to you. I forgot to say welcome. So getting rid of the Zeus, that's like the worst card you could have gotten rid of. I don't understand why you're going for the Zeus when you are facing Goaty deck. I guess I was lucky. I got like 5 of the URs for them from pulling 30 pack. That's insane. I got 1 Astrolabe after 60 pack. I got 1 Room Heart and no field spell. So, and no 3 Karma either. So I need like 12 URs still to finish the deck. That is pretty much why I'm not playing Mannadium. I was hyped to play them. They seem pretty fun. They seem really fun. Now the problem is if he goes battle phase, he can punch the carrot. I can't really do this because if I do, he can punch into my carrot here. He can punch into the Aurion Pus if he wants, but if he doesn't clear the carrot, I can just negate anything he does. I don't want to Snowpios right now because if I do, I lose the bodies. They are fun, just weak to any form of interaction. Well, their version right now doesn't have every card they would need, so kind of understandable that they're weak to interaction. And with Maxi around, it's kind of rough on them. Like, them special summoning a lot and not being able to really stop it from the first. Going after the elf, that's kind of weird. So, main phase 2. End of main, sure. So, doesn't want to use the Castiosis, that's fine. We draw one of the best cards we could have drawn. That is insane. Droll kills Mannadium, it does too. Like, Droll kills Mannadium, Maxi kind of kills Mannadium because they can draw into so many things. So, there's way too many stuff that kills Mannadium. So, that's kind of the problem. We are going to bounce this back. They cannot chain the... Oh, they can chain on it. They are going to rip one of my other cards. That's fine. I can go into, like, all of my combos now, probably. I do have the pace, so I can go into Barone. Why are you removing the sprite stuff? It doesn't matter anymore. You're dead. So, let's go with... Oh, we can do something funny here. Is it even worth it? Not really. We could go Dispatter if we wanted to. But I think we want to just do this and this to search some card. So let's go Ascon. Then Aurion Pacific first to search a monster. Let's banish this. Then this here is gonna banish itself. And let's banish a face down. That's the only unknown that I have. So making sure we don't lose to this. A Super Poly. Good thing we banished it. So now we add to our deck. Might as well add the Leafish. We might want to get rid of it. Then we do the Ascon. This is only if it's banished during the opponent's turn, right? Yeah, it's only on the opponent's turn, so no point in banishing it right now. Then we summon the Ascan again. We do not want to use the Snowpios. We summon this. We don't want to use a pace effect. We are going to go for... At this point, probably Barone is better. Because we can negate stuff. So let's go Barone. We pop the Bird. And from there, I remind you, they saw it was a Goaty deck and decided to go against Zeus and Elf. For some reason that I have no idea why. We sadly, we can kill them. We go this, we activate the Snowpio. Snowpio's gonna banish this and this to summon itself, and that should be lethal. So pretty good. Do we want a deck build today, actually? I kind of want to go on a deck building. Maybe we can try and see what we can deck build together. I'm feeling trying a new deck. So if we punch here, we punch there. Not playing around Gores. They're not going to have Gores. They never have Gores. Then we do this. So what do we want to play today? Like, what is the deck that we would like to play? I do not know. If we go into deck building... Oh, we have mission first. So let's try and see what we can pull of the pack. We have another 10 pull. Will we finally pull a Mannadium card? Because you are going to be able to see. Oh, we have tickets too. We have so many Legacy tickets. But let's open our 5 packs here. If we get the Acid Golem, that's going to be funny because it's played in... what was it again? It's the Mikanko in TCG because they can give it to you. None of those are really good cards. I'm not expecting anything out of those packs. They're kind of bad. Oh, you are though. Oh, Sky Scourge. I think I had so many of them. It wasn't an older pack, right? The Sky Scourge was there before. In an older event, right? Oh, getting a lot of SRs though. Sadly, we cannot dismantle those. Oh? That means nothing, I think. This upgrade means nothing, if I remember correctly. It might just be like a rarity upgrade, but we do get an SR. If it was gonna be Royal, I was gonna be so like... I was gonna die laughing there. If this was a Royal, that would have been the funniest thing. The random vanilla monster Royal that you get. So like I expected, nothing good here. But we can go for some Gambas here. Let's try and see. But if we look first, what I got from the cards I pulled, a singular Astrolabe, no Trivi Karma, no Planet, and one Room Art. So that's really sad. But maybe our luck's gonna turn around. Maybe it's gonna be today. Today is the day. That's not looking good. No URs guaranteed from the preview. So maybe there's one hidden. Maybe there's a pack that's gonna come out. We get the Adrian, not the greatest. Then afterwards, what is in the next pack? I basically only cares about the Mannadium here. I think I have everything else I would need for like the branded and everything. I already had a branded deck that I could build myself. Oh, maybe that wasn't shown first. New Frontier. Is it even played? I don't think it's played, right? Human special summons a ritual. Add one Fallen Valbaz or monster special summon. That's pretty bad. I don't think anyone plays that in branded. You don't think so? I don't think so either. I've never seen it played anywhere. Branded Blazing Branded King. Nothing here. It's not looking good, guys. We're halfway there and no URs yet. No URs at all. Our pulls have been horrible with this pack. We get the Mannadium Abscission. I don't even know if they play this. I've never seen anyone play this one. Target one monster control destroyed, and if you do, add one Peaceful Planet Calarian from your deck to your hand. And if you control Peaceful Planets, you can add one Mannadium spell instead. They play them, so that's good. At least we got that. What's for dessert today? Cookie? Abscission is good. Okay. Okay, I don't know Mannadium that much. I know a friend of mine plays them a lot. He brought them to a YCS we went to. Oh, finally. We have one UR there. Oh, two URs. Oh, that's my 5th disc batter. I pulled this card 5 times. 5 times. I need 1 at most. Why? Why? Like, I pulled it. I was at 4 before I dismantled one. I pulled it 4 times before this today. So I don't know why this batter loves me so much. But I guess that's a sign to build Dragon Links or something. Because it keeps coming back. It keeps and keeps coming back. It never stops. And then we are going to get ourselves... Oh, maybe. That's not looking good. We did have 2 URs and both of them were cards that we already had. So still, now we are on 70 pack pulled. Not a singular planet found. 70 pack, no planet, no Trivia Karma, 1 room art. At this point, I'm just done. The game does not want me to get those cards. I even paid for some gems to get them. You should get more better lucks, right? From gem you pay, right? That's how that works. Well, I guess I'm not building Mannadium any days now. We are not gonna build Mannadium. What was this deck? Was this the... Oh, that was a build I was doing that was not, like, working to my liking. Let's delete this. Then we go for... What do we want to go for? I really don't know what I want to build right now. I have a replay of what Mannadium can do with a good and no interruption. If you have it, please drop it in the chat. I'm down to watch it. I've seen what TCG Mannadium can do, but I haven't seen what the Mannadium in Master Duel can do. Because for Mannadium, like if we look at what we have, we pretty much have everything. Where was I typing? Mannadium here. We have all the balls. The balls are not a problem. We almost have all the SRs. But we do not have a singular planet. We do not have a singular room art. So that's the sad part. What we can do is... and it's the top one. Okay. Let's look at this first. And while we look at it, let's try and find what we want to build. I'm really feeling the Dragon Links, to be honest. It's like a Link Synchro deck. I like my Synchro decks. Oh, that's not what I want to go. I'm getting lost, guys. I'm getting lost so hard. Then we are going to go here. And let's see that replay against Yu-Gi-Oh player. What a name. We are playing against a Yu-Gi-Oh player. No idea who he is, but he is a Yu-Gi-Oh player. He's not lying at all. He's not lying. So, okay, you have the room art, that's pretty good. You have the planet, which is pretty good too. Oh, what are you playing against? Heroes? You're playing against Neos? So, they do have the Keeper of Dragon Magic. This seems like a crack hand for them. This seems like an insane hand for them. Getting the normal Neos, then they're gonna Miracle Fusion, using this and that to go into Shining. Then this triggers to banish it, then draw 2, placing a card at the bottom. Then they add... Oh, what was their hand? Like, this hand was insane for them. They add everything they wanted. Going for the Rainbow Neos, but this still... Like, I want to take a second to appreciate that this Neos player had literally the keys to the kingdom. And his Zen board was no interruption pass. He literally had every single card he could want. And his best board he could do was no interruption pass. Other than like this trap card, which might be an imperm or anything. Like, I don't understand how you think this board is good. So summoning this, special summoning the room art. Then this revives the Torrid. Then you're gonna special summon the Meek probably from the deck. Oh no, you summon the Fearless. Because I don't even think they played that many of these like small balls in the normal TCG. So getting the Visa Starfrost, then summoning this. Going straight into a Charge Warrior. You're not running the Funko Pop? Oh, you are. So going to this, going to the Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, getting yourself the ball again. Probably this batter. Yeah, that's what I expected. So this batter here. And 3 of the other 3. Okay. So going for Light Art. Then Light Art is going to add you the Reichphobia. Then Reichphobia is probably going to add you, yeah, the Scareclaw Reich card. And the Surrender. So you could have comboed like for infinity there. You basically had the game. Could you even FTK like 1 turn kill with the Funko Pop? Because I know it has an effect to like attack a whole bunch of time. So maybe you could have FTK'd. Let me just get... I want to see how far I am from the... You can 100% OTK? Yeah, that's what I thought. I want to see how far I am from the what is it again? The D-Link deck. So let me find where I found the D-Link again. This was the deck they said about. So we do have the... Where am I typing again? Red Eyes right here. We do have this small one, right? You can target one Red Eyes monster control. Equip this. It gains 600 if it's card sent from the field to the graveyard. You can add one Red Eyes monster. So this one here, we can add him higher rarity. Do you want my deck list for Vanadium? If you want to drop it in the Discord, I'm down to look at it. For sure, I don't have the mats necessarily to build it right now. But if you want to drop it, I'm down to take a look. Then we want a red MD. At least we have a Royal Red MD, which is pretty nice. Then we do want the Bishop afterwards. We do want one of this guy. Oh no, not this one. Where is the one we want? It's this one. The Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. Because we are running the Gamma. So Gamma here. Double Gamma. We want the driver for sure. Like this. So Psychic Psy-Frame Driver. Then we are going to get ourselves the staples. So triple Maxi, triple Ash Blossom. Then we want the Collapse Serpent. Is it 2L? Yes, it is. So 2 of these, 2 of these. Then we want the... If we go to Rocket, we are going to go... I'm following a list that... how do you spell? If I go this, I'm going to see. So, oh, it's 2K? So Rocket there. We are going to have all of them. So we want the Tracer at 2. We want the Recharger at 1. We want the... We don't have it here. We are going to need one Borland. We are going to need 2 of this. It's getting more expensive now. We don't have it, like, it's costing a lot, this deck. So we might not be able to do it. We need one Absolrouter. We need, for the links, do we have every link that's here? There is going to be the Romulus later on. We get ourselves the... there's... no, it's Safer, I think? What is the name? It's a light level 4 dragon. So let's search from that. I don't know the name from the picture. So we are going to search it from what I know of it. It is... Where is Dragon here? Dragon. There, level 4. There's nothing? Is it a dark? Or is it just because... Oh, I wasn't searching. So this should be this one. So we need triple of these. A lot of SR dust. I actually have a lot of it. But it's going to go down fast if we go for this route. We have the rocket here. This is the other rocket that we want. Where is it? It looks like this one. So the Caliber, I think they don't play it that much anymore. But I'm going over a list that I see. Bishol, we want... Thanks for the stretch. that was a good stretch. I heard like everything crack in my back. So we want this. We want one of Druid Swarm. We want 2 Saronir. And we do not even want the other one. We don't want. It's not love. No one loves the Baldrake here. Then we do have this guy. And we have this. We have the Chaos guy. Levianeer, I think is the name. Where is he? Where is the Chaos Levianeer? I know I have one. Because I crafted one before. So it's going to be... Okay, it's here. We do have this one. Then we have the Bishol Lubellion. Bishol Lubellion here. Then we get ourselves... We do have the Red MD. We have the... They are running one Nib. Which feels a bit weird with the ratios they have. But we should try it out first. And make changes afterwards. You never want to make change like as soon as you make a deck. So we have that. We have the Dragon Ravine. Right here. We add one of this. Then we have the field spell already. We have the Regain. Branded Regain right here. One of this. Then we have one more Rocket card that I didn't see. It is this one. Then we wanted to Call by the Grave. And one Branded Beast. So if we go right here, that's pretty much the main deck. Then there's Chaos Ruler. I'm just basically building it right now, seeing what I want to make with it. But I don't think we're going to finish crafting it today. Because it is a lot of cards to craft, and I don't know if I want to commit right now. So, Barone right here for one Barone de Fleur. Then we want the Pisty. I think that's how it's worded. Yeah, Pisty. Then we have 2 of these. We have... I don't think that's the name. That's always how I spelled it, but Sphere is not the name, right? It is! So this here, then we need the IP right here. IP there, then we need the Dark and Triburst. Is it a... no, it's not. So Triburst here is just there. Triple Burst. Okay, so that's Triple Burst. Then Unicorn and Access Code. So that's basically the list that I have access to from someone that I know. Might not be the most optimal, but we might start from there at one point. There is a lot of cards. I wanted to do that to see how many cards I was missing from there. And there is a lot of cards I'm missing. So I don't think I want to craft it. But if we go for the branded now, Prince did send me the list that he was running for the branded. So let's try it out. We save this for later on. Then we create another one. And we're going to call that Synchro Branded. Because I know its deck list is more built around doing Synchro stuff. So we are going to go into Despia and try and see every single Despia that we can get. We need probably... yeah, 2 of the Aluber the Boober. Then 1 of the Quem. We need 2 Blazing Cartesia, but she's not here. Then easy running this one. He's not running this one. We want the... 1 of this. We want... branded in red for sure. Do we want opening? They are running 2 openings. Then they are on Fallen of Albaz, but he's not here. We want 1 of this one. Welcome in, let me pop up. Yeah, we're trying to build other decks. I was getting a bit like tired because my deck was breaking super hard. Whatever the decks I was using, it was breaking all the time. So we're trying to change it out a bit. Just see what works, what does not. Let's go for Albaz. Try and add... Are they running 1 of this? They're running 2 of this. So this here, let's go for triple Albaz. Then we want the Cartesia, but I don't think the Cartesia is here. They run double Mercurius, so that's pretty fine. Then we are gonna get in the Bishol soon enough. They want 1 kit. And then they want 1 golden sword soul. I don't really know why. We're gonna need to read some cards here, because I don't know why most of those stuff. We want 2 blazing, so good thing we have almost everything here. I did build a branded before, but good thing we almost have everything we need already. So those will be the Bishol. Then we want Fusion Deployment, which we already have right here. Then we want Branded Fusion. Where is it? I thought that by placing an F there, I would. Okay, so this here, triple of this. Then we want triple Saranir. We want 1. Let's go for the Bishol now. Complete our Bishol lineup. So we wanted this pattern for sure. We want this. We want that. Do we run the other one? We do not. So now we have pretty much everything we need for the monsters. For the spells, we are missing some branded stuff. So we need Branded Lost. How was your day, by the way? Let me pop off. Anything interesting happening today? 1 Branded Lost. We need the Branded in Ice Spirit, I think is the name. What is the name again? Branded in Ice Spirit. I knew I had the right name. So 2 of these. We have the... this one. Wait, I'm missing something. Oh, did I forgot the Branded Regain? Yeah, that's the one I was missing. So this one, we have this trap. Oh, welcome in, Leon. How are you doing today? How was your day? We are trying to build a new deck because I'm feeling tired of losing my... to just drawing nothing.
What can I benefit from having these Valent special summon them out over and over again? What? Heck.
Look at this
I
huge
do believe
flower.
you said you had a replay. If you are still here. He actually likes you, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're trying to build
Yes,
Branded right
okay.
now. I'm
So which
basically looking
replay?
at what decks I can build.
I'm surprised I have
because
this remembering.
my vampires, for some reason, they were working before. But I've been drawing Mizuki, I've been drawing Doom King, I've been drawing like all of my 1-ofs. And none of my 3-ofs. So I don't know what's happening, but it is not working. And I need a change of pace. I need something that is not gonna bite me when I try to just play the deck. So we need 1 of this, we need 1 of this. And what is the final one? That's this one, right? Etude of the Branded. That seems to be this one. So this is the main deck of Prince. That was the deck Prince sent me. I don't know if it's the most updated version, but it should do probably, to be honest. We do want 2 of this. We want... where's my Mirror Jade? Oh, it's not in there. So if we just say Albaz, we should find the other one that we need. We want 1 of this. We want 2 Mirror Jade. We want... not even running 1 of this guy to out the D-Link. I feel we should be running 1 Alba Lenitus just to out the D-Link board. Like, this shit seems pretty good, to be honest. I don't know what we would cut, but I feel this just kills D-Link sometime. Then we have the Rindrum, which is a UR, so it's kind of an incentive to play this deck. We do have this. We want the Draco Stepelia now. Do we have any branded stuff that we need the Titanic Lad? So this one, everything here, this. We want the Chimera. Chimera here to get ourselves the big boy. We want the Draco Slapia or Stepelia. How was it written again? I don't remember. Is it Drago? Is it Drago Stepelia or something like that? Maybe I'm just misremembering. Yeah, it is. It is. I was just typing it wrong. So we do have this, we have this. We need the Grand Guignol, so... Grand Guignol here. Like, we already have all the cards, so that's a deck pretty easy to make. Am I gonna be able to pilot it right? I don't think I will, but... we should be fine, right? We can add Verte because this card for some reason is still legal. Now the question is, do we want Chaos Angel in this or do we not? Because I kind of like the Alba Lenitus for the just breaking the dealing board sometimes. But the Chaos Angel might be good, but it's just a banish, which I feel we don't need necessarily. So now what do those cards do? That is the point that I don't know if I'm willing to learn now. We could try and see. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Despia monster from your deck to your hand. That's pretty fine. Without their permission is pretty cool. I know. It feels great. So we have the Ash, we have this. So this is to... if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Despia monster. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one branded spell in your graveyard, set it to your field, which is pretty fine. This is pretty good. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one branded spell in your graveyard, set it to your field. So it's a way to get back the branded fusion. We have the Albaz, we all know what Albaz does. We have the Aluber, which gets us branded fusion or something else. Now the Mercurier is a negate if you control a fusion monster. If this card is banished, you can add from your deck to your hand one Fallen of Albaz and one monster that mention it, which is pretty good. This one, what does it do? If you have a fusion monster, you can special summon this card from your end. If this card is normal or special, you can add for your end one of your branded spell trap that is banished or in your graveyard. So that is another way to get the branded fusion back. If for whatever reason your branded fusion gets banished, Kit can get it back, which is pretty good. Then place one card from your end to the bottom of the deck. Okay. Then why do we run this guy? I remember it was a meme at the start of people running this, but why is he running this? When a monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your end if you do negate the attack. Then if you control a fusion monster that mentioned it, you can destroy the monster that declared the attack. That's fine of an effect. If a monster is banished face down, face up, I mean, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard, special summon one light spellcaster from your end or graveyard whose attack is equal its own defense. You can only use, so I'm guessing this is the Blazing Cartesia that you want to go for, or the Quem maybe? Is it really that necessary though? Like, do you really need this? Maybe. I don't know how you would get this in the grave. This seems a bit like a win more card, but I don't know. If you control Fallen Valbaz or it is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your end during the main phase. You can fusion summon one level 8 or higher monster from your extract monster from your end or field as material. During the end phase, if fusion monster was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can add this card. Okay, so it adds itself. It's a quick fusion, which is pretty good. Quem is a resummon, right? It resummons. If this card is normal or special, you can send one Fallen Valbaz or one card that mentioned it from your deck to the graveyard. If this card, you can send one Fallen. Okay, so you send a card to the grave. Then if a card leaves the extra deck, you can target one Fallen Valbaz or one monster that mentioned it in your graveyard, except Guiding Quem the Virtuous. Special summon it. Okay, so this gets back the Blazing Cartesias most of the time, I feel. I don't understand how they go into this one most of the time. I know they can go into it in your opponent's turn, but I don't see it that much how they would go about it. But I think for now, I'm not like, it's hurting my brain. I just keep losing to Maxi, and it's only because I'm scared of Nib. That's completely fair. Like, I keep losing to... I just get Entrap over and over. Let's just see our main deck. Now the problem is we did not edit this one. Okay, we did make the changes here. I think I'm gonna remove the talent. I might remove... Like, I want to make this as consistent as I can. So, do I want to cut anything here? Like the 1-for-1 could probably go away too, but it's a way to bait out stuff. Like I feel the ratio's still fine. 42 cards with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 starter. We should get them often. I don't know why we're not getting them at all, but we should get them pretty often. I was thinking of making a build with like Bishops and everything to try and go into this pattern with this, because that would give me a lot of recursion, to be honest. If I go into this pattern, I can revive one of my monsters. The problem is getting into this pattern. The tuners that I could get would need to be level 2 tuners. So level 2 tuners. Let's see the options we have. If we have level 2 tuners, where's the tuner things? Please? It's not here. Okay, it's here. It's here. I was 2 up. So we would be able to get ourselves maybe this, but that's not great. It's not. We need a dragon too, so we need like a level 2 tuner. That's why I'm saying a level 2. Is that we want to go from a 6 to Excel Stardust Dragon into a level like 10, which is going to be this pattern, which could be good. Oh, welcome in, Asher Brown. I hope you're doing good. I don't know. Sometimes it does weird things with the Twitch and all, but I'm feeling good. We're trying to make our deck a bit better because I've been breaking a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I'm even thinking of removing the Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre doesn't seem to do much right now. Like, what deck does it hit? Vanadium doesn't care that much. Labyrinth doesn't care at all. Labyrinth doesn't care at all. And most of the time, if I'm to search Ghost Ogre, I'm really struggling. Like, it's because I found the tracker already. I found the Sharakusai. So I think I might just remove the Ghost Ogre to not have it anymore. But is your subathon still going? I know you were doing a subathon, right? How's it going? Is it still going on? You've been going for a while there. You've been going for a while. I know you... I think you have Fortnite planned tomorrow, right? Still going day 4 tomorrow? Ooh, do you think you're gonna go to day 5? That would be neat. So the options we have is either Up Air Squadron, but that doesn't do much for us. Or Assault Synchron. Assault Synchron is fine. We could go for the Plague Spreader, a Noji Edison card. Like, that was the GOAT before. You don't know what you're gonna do if it does. Well, at this point, you just improvise. You could do, like, some... I don't know. What would you be able to do? You could do a push for Master with Dino. I don't know. It's not that original, but did you hit Master already? I'm gonna probably try to hit Master at one point with this deck. Your thing is Dino, my thing is Vampire, but Vampires, I feel, are still worse than Dino for some reason. They just need a small bit of love, but Konami's not giving them. So, Plague Spreader would be fine. I could send it to the grave. Synchro with a 6 that I have to go into Excel. Like, this one I don't need. I've tried with it. It doesn't do anything. I haven't hit Master in a couple of months. I'm gonna try this month though. The last month I didn't because there was like the YCS Richmond and there was the... What was it again? It was close to TwitchCon, so I was like feeling super tired that month. I did not want to grind. But the month before, just before going to TwitchCon, I was so sad. I was 1 win away from Master 5 times. But we ran out of time. We were on the grind. We're on Diamond 1 with like 2 wins, 1 win, 2 wins, 1 win, 3 wins, 1 win. We're just going back and forth just before the Master. And the season timed out before we could reach it. I was like, no. So I feel this deck can do stuff. It can play a lot of good things, but it's just hard sometimes. I'm still unsure about the Allure. Allure of Darkness would give me a lot of stuff, but there's like, how many darks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. It doesn't seem great. We could try and go for some Bestial package with this. It's kind of like lowering our cards that we get, but it is interruption and it is a way to banish the Shang-Chi again to revive it or just banish stuff the opponent's playing. Is there any deck that runs Dark or Light that struggles with having their graveyard banished right now? I do not know. Like, I'm not even sure if I want to keep running the Sharakusai. At this point, I might accept that like the Sharakusai is there to fix if I draw in with only Foxy Tune. If I draw in with only Foxy Tune, I can Foxy Tune, get myself the Xiamen, search the Sharakusai to... Oh yeah, Matmech loses to the Bestial. So if I want to do this, I might remove that. I might remove that, go into the... Axel. I gotta remove my filter first. So we want this one into this pattern. I really want to make this pattern work with this. So we could go for... It's either gonna be Assault Synchron or Shinobi Necro. Shinobi could be... Oh, I cannot type right now. I do not know why. That was horrible. So this one, I really love this pattern as a card. I find it super neat. It's a really interesting card. So Shinobi Necro, what we could do is if we run a small Bestial package, we would be able... Like, I don't even know if we want the Domain, to be honest. Domain seems fine, but it's not great. So we could remove the Domain. It's not a good mill. And add some Bestial to this. It's not going to be too bad because the Bestials are going to be interruption on the opponent's turn. And it's a light 2 for the Chaos Ruler if we need to. So we could run one of each Bestial plus 2 Lubellion. I'm just trying stuff at this point. I'm trying to see what sticks to the wall. Like, just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. At this point, we might just run 2 Foxy Tune instead. We don't need triple. 2 is good because if we start with Foxy Tune and Dear Note in the end, what we can do is Foxy Tune, summon the Xiamen. Xiamen effect, add the Foxy Tune, and summon from Dear Note. If 45 is your preferred, I try to stay between like 40 and 45. I don't like going over 45, but like there's not that much difference in odds of you finding starter if you are on 40 or 45. So with this, we are gonna try it again. I feel we could perfect maybe our extra deck a bit. Because now we've got this, we could maybe run another... Like, do we really want Avermax? We could be running instead, like, Wolo. Wolo could be good, or we could be running the... what was it again? The Vampire 1. Because it is still fine. Like, it is a card that allows me... Let's read it again. It's been a while since I've read this Vampire card. It is this one, Sheridan. So if you use a monster with a level that is owned by your opponents that to exceed, it's the same thing as the Zombie Vampire. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card and target one card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Once per turn, if a monster card is sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard by a card effect, or a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to your opponent's graveyard, you can detach one material from this card, special summon one of those monsters. So basically, once per turn, we can detach and send a card the opponent's control to the graveyard, which is great. And the problem is we do not have, like, if we get Voivode and we already use the Zombie Vampire, we don't have another target for the monster we steal. So that's another way. Now the question is, do we want to keep the IP? The IP is fine, but we could go for an Apo instead. Like, if we remove this and this, we can go Appaloosa instead of IP and use our board a bit. But I don't think I don't know if it's necessary. So for now, let's try it. Let's not make too many changes at once. Let's just make some changes and go from there. You don't want to change everything. You want to know when a change is relevant. So if you change too many things at the same time, you're not gonna know, is it the new cards I added? Or is it like this new card I added or the other one? So you want to make some changes, small changes, see is it good for the deck, is it bad? And once you figured that out, like right now you can see I've drawn horrible. Those are so bad. If my Italy gets negated, I lose. And it's against Branded, so I'm probably dead. It is a 60 card Branded and the guys start fusion deployment? You're kidding me, right? Well, I guess we lose, guys, because now they're gonna go Blazing Cartesia, probably go into... Oh, it's Dogmatica Branded into Grand Guignol, then this is gonna send a level 6 Light or Dark. I don't know what they would send here. Probably, do you send Quem or do you send the... Like, maybe you send the Bishop? I don't know what they would send here. I'm not sure what they're going for. Sending... Oh, the Titaniclad. So the Titaniclad, that seems super weak. You had everything. Like, how, from a Branded perspective, do you end on Grand Guignol pass with Fusion Deployment? Ow. Does this card do something that I don't know? I know they're going to get the Quem now. Yeah, they get the Quem. Then the Quem is gonna send to the graveyard a card. Then this can tag out, right? This has an effect, if I remember. If a monster is special summoned by your opponent's activated effect, can banish this card from your field or graveyard, special summon one Dogmatica monster. The Zombie World is fine, but like, that's really bad. If they have an Ash, I lose. If they have an Ash Blossom, I lose the game. Because I drew all the one-ofs again. One of. Oh, they do have the Ash, so we just lose a game. We can maybe do something, but them being in defense is going to be super bad. At least the Zombie World is going to be annoying for them. We can go crash into this, so at least they lose a Quem. With the Zombie World on the field, it's going to be annoying for them, so they're not Dragon anymore, they're not anything else. We do have the All Ghoul here. But that's what I mean. Like, out of my deck, this is the one of, 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 and this is the one of. But for sure, I'm not finding, like, the triple ghost that I have, the triple... I found one Italy, but not the triple ghost, not the Amin, not the Foxy Tune, nothing. Now they get themselves the Aluber. They already summoned, so... Oh, another Fusion Deployment. Why don't you in a 60-card deck? I don't understand, guys. This guy's running a 60-card deck, and he topped 2 Fusion Deployment into, like, everything he could. And he's probably, like, not even gonna kill me this turn. But this guy just had everything. Yeah, we're dead. I do not understand how people with 60 card deck can draw that good. And me, myself, I'm running 40 and I'm drawing like ass. It is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, I tell you. Might as well go to 60 card at this point and just run grass there. Maybe I'm gonna be luckier. Please. Please a playable hand. It's been 7 games that I've drawn like the worst hand I could. No 2-2. I can deal with 2 one-ofs, but no 4 one-ofs in a hand. That's good. We can play with this. We got some plays. Not the best hand we could have, but this is playable. Like, there should not be anything we can do. Welcome in, Inferno Dark Emperor. I hope you're doing good. We get Maxi, though. We cannot play through Maxi with this. We're gonna need to play it out. We're gonna need to play into the Maxi and hope they don't get on their end trap. I'm gonna say I'm starting to pretty much hate this Maxi card. Like, I hated it before, but it's getting worse and worse. Like, it's getting so bad. We can do the Aminir. Like, it's gonna get us more stuff. If we do that, we're just gonna play into it. At this point, I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to just sit there and not do anything. So, I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to be just end trap all the time. We might be able to deck them out at one point if they don't draw everything. So, let's try it. We do this. We get ourselves the Jam Dragon Drive. Jam Dragon Drive is gonna get us the Search, then Deer Note. We gotta be worried about Ash again, because they do have an Ash Blossom there. Like, they probably are gonna draw the Ash. They've drawn already 3 cards out of their maxi, so they probably are gonna draw an Ash Blossom. Summoning the Xiaomin, then we add the Psychic Tracker there. The problem with this deck is that if we play into maxi, we give them 20 cards. There's no way we don't give them 20 cards. So that is a big problem with this. Now, if they have an Ash Blossom, they Ash now. Getting ourselves the Immortal Dragon, sending to the graveyard. They do not have an Ash, so we might be able to do something. I do not know what they're on. We can still normal summon, so maybe we just normal the Retainer. We go into Ghost Fusion. Ghost Fusion with Garura using this one. I want to keep the tuner on the field just in case I need it. If only I was able to get into the graveyard the Shinobi Necro there, I could have went into this Spatter, which would have been pretty fun. We are going to banish this, then summon the Shang-Chi. I might just remove, now that I'm running Shinobi Necro, I might remove the Algol. Algol doesn't do much right now. We do not have a Bishul that we can use to trigger the Shinobi Necro. So, what do we want to send? If we send the Banshee here, we can get the Zombie World on the field. If we send the Mizuki, that doesn't do much right now. If we send the Familiar and they Ash our stuff, we lose kind of here. So, might as well send the Banshee. Then Banshee effect at least gonna set the Zombie World, but you see, we already made them draw 10 cards. So, that's gonna be bad. We're losing this for sure, but I'm losing on my own turn. I'm not losing on your turn. I'm losing on my turn. We are going to summon this and we are going to draw with Beatrice. I need to draw anything I can this turn. So this here, sending to the graveyard. Now the question is, do we do... It doesn't matter. We can't do the Bishul play anymore because we do not have the monster we would need. So if we send a Mizuki to the graveyard, we can do... I see a play we can do. So Garura here is going to draw me a card, getting a Bishul. The problem is, we could have done the funny play with the Shinobi and everything. The problem is, they are not dragons anymore. They are zombies now, so that's kind of a problem. If you want to make Bishul this pattern, you need a dragon, not a zombie. So that's kind of a sort of a counter synergy, but it's not too bad. We can always banish our own Shang-Chi in our turn to get something out of it. Now we can do the Mizuki. Mizuki is gonna revive this one. It is a level 5, and you know what 5 plus 3 does? It does a Chaos Ruler, so with this and this, we get ourselves the Chaos Ruler, and now we excavate the top 5 card. I'm surprised they don't run Ash Blossom. That's making me think this is like a full-on... This is making me think this is a full-on, like, going second deck and we're gonna get blown up. Now we do have this. What we can do is go into Sucker with this and this. Right there. If they hit the rock at any point, we die. By the way, just saying, if they hit the rock at any point, we are just dead. We are going to banish this from end. We are going to banish this from graveyard. So we can finally use the Shinobi Necro. It's pretty good. We summon the Chaos Ruler. We get a Shinobi Necro there. Then Sucker's drawing us a card. Shinobi Necro summoning itself. Then we could have went into Bishul Dispatter from there. But I don't think we need to. Then what do we draw? We draw the Saranir. Do we have other level 8s? Now the question is, do we want... I don't really want to... We're gonna go Gamba. I want to see what they're on. I can even go for more maybe there. So let's go there. We already used the Chaos Ruler, so let's protect it under the Zombie Vampire. They are on Blackwing? Okay. So if we get ourselves the level 2, we can get a level 6 there. And from the level 6, we can end on a Barone. If we go to level 6, we can go for Sheridan, but it doesn't do much. Oh, we can go. No, it's gonna be banished this, right? It banishes when it leaves the field, so we can't really do that. If we can make either IP here or something else, but I think Barone's better, so we summon this. They are on 16 card, by the way. You can draw one and discard one. Sure. Drawing one and discarding one. It's way better than I thought even. So now they drew something. They drew an Imperm. Sure. Imperming this effect. Why not? They get this. At this point, we do not have another Bishul monster, but we can add the Bishul in the grave. I always forget Magnamut is able to recur from the graveyard. We are gonna banish their... oh, they surrender. Let's go! We played through the Maxi! We played through the Maxi! I'm pretty sure this guy could have broken my board. Like, I don't understand why you would surrender when you have basically 35 cards in your starting end. Like, he probably had all the Black Whirlwinds. I played Black Wings. For sure, you could play through this board. With Black Wings, you should be able to. It's only going to be a Doom King. It's going to be one Omni. And basically that. Plus, like, one Barone. So I feel you should be able to play through it. It's like 2 Omni and a Doom King, but you have basically your full board. But some people get the... Okay, we do have the Xiamen. If the Xiamen does not resolve, we lose the game. Maybe. We have the Bishul, so maybe we're not lost. The good thing with Bishuls is that even if we break on them, we can have a turn afterwards because they can allow us to survive. And if he is a graveyard strat with Dark, we can use the Bishul to interrupt. Pre-prep. Is this Dark Magician? No, it's Mikenko. Why would you go first? I didn't even realize we're going second there. So Oime is gonna grab the Ritual, maybe? He's probably gonna set Uli and then pass on that, I would guess. Like, probably Uli get himself the steal. But I might still lose to that, I feel. Because I do not have a good way to get myself anything. He's getting the dance, so I'm guessing he already has, like, a good monster to summon. Sending the dance to the graveyard. Okay, so he wanted it in the grave. He does have the Nini. So the Nini plus the Water Rabus, he can steal a monster from me. Or he can just bounce this to get another monster. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. So bounce this back to the end, then get the green one. Then green effect is gonna add a trap card. Adding the Promise. The Promise is then equip one with an equip spell from your end or graveyard. He's probably gonna go for... The Ghost Fusion is fine. He doesn't have a monster in the grave. Oh, doing that straight away? It's a bit premature, no? Like, do you really want to do that right now? Do you know a funny thing we could do? A funny thing we could do is just set the Omni Negate and pass. Because now this can steal a monster. During your opponent's turn, while discard, you can target one face of monster your opponent control. Take control of it. So I think the plan is just we set this and pass there. How is Mikenko gonna kill me if I don't give them a monster? How are they gonna kill me there? So now that we have the counter trap, the next turn we can just summon a familiar and do domination to stop any effect they would try to do. By setting the trap card there, it's making them think that it's Impromptu, which wouldn't make any sense. They are gonna shuffle this. They can probably go into the... If they go into the Power Tool Dragon, I'm probably dead, but there was nothing I could do with this end. Welcome in, Blutoshiro. I hope you're doing good. So the Nini here, they get the Fire Dance. Then they are gonna probably summon the green one again. Get the Fire Dance going. And the Fire Dance, what does it add there? Then you can special summon one monster from your opponent's graveyard to their field, but negates its effect. We do not have a graveyard, so nothing to do here. They're probably thinking if they don't have the diviner, so they cannot go into the power tool. Unless they have the diviner somewhere. For now, they cannot go... Oh? Okay, you really want to remove my spell. Sure. You're giving up so much value just to destroy my spell. So, doing this, it's at least the Nini's not on the field anymore. Can you resummon it? I think this thing can resummon, right? At the end of the damage step, if you're Mikenko... If this card is in your graveyard, you can target on Mikenko, special summon it if you do equip it with this card. That's really annoying. We really need a way to summon more than once. Because if we only summon once, they're just going to stake it and we're going to lose. So we need a way to be able to summon more than once there. Getting the Uli again. Then we just hope if we get the Bishop Lubellion, that's going to be good. If we get Italy, that should be good. Vampire Ghost is fine. Like, all those things are good. But for now, we don't see really what we need. They have the Fire Dance for the Nini, so they're gonna be able to equip the Nini with the Fire Dance. And they have so many card advantage at this point. Like, it's gonna be rough. I did not draw good enough to beat this. And they're just slowly but surely building advantage. Oh, getting rid of this again? For Phantom Knight of Breaksword, are you gonna go into Utopic Draco Future? Or something like that? Battle Phase going for 4k damage. That's fine. Once that hits the graveyard though, I'm gonna be able to Magnamut. So if he goes for anything with this that's not Draco Future, I should be fine. The problem with Draco Future is that I don't really have a way to deal with it. Now at least I can trigger the Ghost Fusion straight away. Oh, he's making a Zeus. He's going into Downerd. Utopic is my favorite LGBT plus icon. So he's making a 6-mat Zeus. That's going to be rough to deal with. I can always do some stuff there, but that's going to be super hard to deal with. I don't know how I deal with this end. There's not much I can do. He doesn't have any Dark either, so setting 2? Oh, that's over. That's so over. We started bad. We started nothing there. End phase. Please, any playable card. Anything that could threaten. That was not a playable card, but I can do with this. Okay, so this one's gonna summon his Mikenko monster. He's gonna probably summon the Oime. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now I can quick equip something. I'm gonna try and force the... He's playing around Relinquished Anima too. Like, he's insane. So we summon the Familiar. Now the Familiar, we can do the Ghost Fusion. He's gonna be forced to Zeus. If he does not, he loses a lot. So if he Zeuses now... Oh, he does not even. So... Free money for me. We do that. We do the Shang-Chi here. I love Ghost Fusion. Ghost Fusion is one of my favorite cards. I like it so much. Then we do Shang-Chi here. Shang-Chi is going to banish the Familiar. It's kind of sad that we needed to do that. But now if he Zeus me... Okay, he's going to equip something. He's going to steal my... Garura? Sure. Sure, you're gonna steal my Garura, but doesn't do much. I can still do this. Shang-Chi revives itself. Are you gonna fire the Zeus? You're still giving me a draw if you do. You're still giving me a draw if you fire the Zeus right there, because that's not your Garura, that's mine. So we're gonna use Shang-Chi. If he has an... So now what we can do is we send the Shinobi Necro to the graveyard. Then we Bishol it away to go for the Dispatter. And then we can play from there. We could send the Familiar too, but we already summoned this turn. So that wouldn't do much. The zombie world won't do much, so let's go for the Shinobi Necro there. We can do the Magnamut. Magnamut is gonna target the Shinobi Necro, banishing it. Then we summon Magnamut here. Then we do Magnamut 1, then Shinobi Necro 2, just to chain block a bit. It shouldn't matter, but we never know. Now do you fire Zeus? He does not yet. So we summon the Shinobi Necro here. Then we can add a monster for next turn. Then we go into... Do we want to go into Chaos Ruler? If we go into Chaos Ruler here... the problem is we won't be able to go into this pattern because I want to reread this. If this card is in the graveyard, it's banished. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Shinobi Necro once per turn. That's kind of annoying because now I'm not going to be able to use him for what I wanted to do. But let's do this here to go for the Chaos Ruler. We kind of need a big play here. So Chaos Ruler might find us what we need. Please, please, please. It's probably the Zeus that's still asking him. Okay, we get the Ghost here. That's not the greatest. Nothing. We hit literally nothing we could need. Well, we probably lose out of this. We want to send everything to the graveyard. But we're probably dead, I would say. We can go IP with this, but that's not gonna do anything. If we do Vampire Ghost here... Like, that was one of the worst luck we could have on Chaos Ruler. The worst luck we could have had is if we just got the... if we got ourselves, like, the... Zombie World in the grave. That was the only other card that would have been really, really bad here. Can you use opponent stuff if Zombie World is up? Not really. We need them to be zombies to be able to tribute them. And anyway, we don't really have anything. So now we could use the Retainer. But that was just an unfortunate game. We're gonna try and draw, see what we get. Maybe we get something. But it's just we started 2 turns, like, away from them. So drawing a card, let's see. Maybe we draw something? All goal is not gonna do anything. And now they droll too. Why not? Why not? We're gonna go next. There's nothing we can do here. Getting the droll, not getting anything we could for the first time. Like, I don't understand. I have so many starters. I think what I'm gonna do at this point, I might just remove this. I'm tired of drawing it. It's fine. It's a good card. But it's never that great. I never send it to the graveyard, so might as well get rid of it. It's a nerd too, so it's not a dark. Might cut this to 2, so that we're lower. This is fine. The problem with this is that we cannot make... We would make this with... Welcome in, Emily. We're getting our ass kicked. We're getting our ass kicked so hard right now. It's not even funny. We could go the Plague Spreader route, because the Plague Spreader route is getting me the Dispatter all the time. While the Shinobi Necro is not. I can take away that song out of my mind. Chippy Chippy Cha Cha. I don't know that song that much. What is the name of that song? I think I know it. I think I've heard of it before, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's from TikTok? I don't go to TikTok that much. I made a TikTok account at one point, and I just never go there. The problem with the Assault the Excel Synchron is that we don't really have anything we can do with it. We could run one of this. Is there any good, like, level... We could right now... Let me see the Synchro Zombies, because I know there's a Synchro Zombies that I've seen around, and I don't know what it does. The level 3 Synchro Zombie, this guy. So once per chain during your opponent's turn, you can immediately after this effect resolve Synchro Summon using this card you control. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one other Synchro monster in your graveyard, return it to the exit, and if you do special summon this card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one other Synchro monster in your graveyard. Return it to the extra and if you do special summon this card. That's fine. Like this card, the Excel Synchro Stardust. The problem is we don't have much. But at this point, do I really need the IP? I can go more Synchro base if we do this here. So it's like that plus this. So it's another way to start. And it gives me a Vampire. You boy Kongming. I could try and listen to this. Let's see, let's see. Oh god, this is a TikTok song. I've never heard of that song. I just listened to it. I've never heard of that song. But it's pretty catchy, to be honest. So we do have this. We have that. Now I'm just wondering, do we want more Assault Synchron? I don't think we do. I actually just assumed the opening from the lyrics. Oh. Then here we might just run the Apollousa instead. Why is that there? I don't even know why this would come up. We're making some changes, slowly but surely, trying to find a way to unbreak ourselves from the rut we are in for some reason. Like, I do not understand how we can have as many bad game as we just had. I do not understand. Apollousa? Yeah, Apollousa. We love a small Apollousa in here. So let's see. Now we do have a pretty okay hand. We have the Ghost that can do bait the Ash Blossom. Sadly, we're gonna lose the Domination, but that's fine. So summon Ghost, Ghost effect. We send the Domain to the grave. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good hand, this. Finally, we open a hand that can do something. So get the Grace, send the Familiar to the graveyard. We use Familiar here. Getting rid of the Grace. Summoning itself. Then we search for the Shadow Vampire. And from there, we are able to go into Succor. To get ourselves the combo that we use normally. I'm even thinking, I'm gonna be honest, I've been thinking of cutting Voivode. This might sound insane, but I have been thinking of cutting Voivode because it's just not been working out. So now we summon this one. We get ourselves the Grace here. The 0.001 play rate. Ouch. That hurts myself. Like, I know they're not good, but why you gotta do it like that? After playing Matador for 2 hours with that song playing in the background, I can assume that the last 2 living cells in my brain cell died. Oh no! We lost him! So getting ourselves this. I was hoping to get myself the Assault Synchron here. So if we go for Beatrice here, we still lose to Nib. There's no real way for us to save ourselves from Nib with this deck. But we can do Beatrice. We can do send the Grace to the graveyard. Getting ourselves to the graveyard. At this point, if I do the Ghost Sleeper, I can do something better later on. So I do this. I search myself the Ghost Fusion. Then I do Italy. Italy is gonna get me the Amin Jasir. Then the Amin effect is gonna get me the Foxy Tune. Then do I just want to go... If I gamble it away, I could go for Chaos Ruler. Assault Synchron's not gonna do anything. I could go for... Foxy Tune here. Get myself the Ziamin sending to the graveyard. Maybe the Call by the Grave. I kind of want the other cards. So maybe the Call by the Grave. Get the Deer Note. Getting myself more bodies. I think that's the play. So we do this here. We get ourselves the Call by the Grave in the grave. I don't think this guy has any entrap. Seeing how little interruption he gave me, I don't think he has anything. So let's go with this and this. To revive the that is a point right now where I should have put this in the top. I'm stupid. So we can do this here. We can do revive the... At this point, do I want to revive the Xiamin? Because I'm going to need to get rid of the Shadow Vampire somehow. So if I revive the Foxy Tune, the only play I'm worried about is if I mill the Zombie World. If I mill the Zombie World, it's annoying, but I can probably play through it. If I mill the... Because I don't have space anymore. I don't have space on my field to be able to... If I put the Jam Dragon Drive up top, I would have been fine. But I'm running out of monster space. Because if I got the Xiamin, I could have gone Chaos Ruler there, but I couldn't have gone with anything else. So let's add the Psychic Tracker if we need it later on. We are going to go with this and this into the Zombie Vampire. Might as well put him in the EMZ now to gain some space. Use the effect, get the Fox Tune, and we're going to get some info on what the opponent's playing. He is playing Time Lord. Okay. We can revive the Shinobi Necro. And with this, we should be able to get ourselves into a good position there. So what did we mill? We milled the Zombie Well. I told you guys, we milled the Zombie Well. The only card in our whole deck that we did not want to mill, we milled it. As always. So let's banish their stuff. Oh, we should run one Regain here. Because Regain is kind of insane. So Magnamut there. That's a dragon too, right? It is. So we can go Bestial Rebellion. Now you're going to find it stupid because I do not have the Regain here. But think that I'm adding Regain, okay? Think that I'm adding Regain there. And now we're going to see the biggest, like, problem of this. This guy did not get any effect. Oh, you're going away, Roof Boy? Is it night for you? I think it's pretty late for you, right? So we can go now with this, and... It's 3 AM? What are you doing up? Go to sleep! Go to sleep! We can do this here. Revive the Familiar here. Right there. I was working on the surprise. Oh, if you want to DM it to me, I'm down to look at it. So we do this, we do that, we do this. Just to free up some space and get an Apo at the same time, which is pretty good. So right there, we go for the Ghost Fusion. Getting into Garura. Using this, using the Shang-Chi. And now you're going to see why Shinobi Necro is such an insane card. So we do this, we do Shang-Chi here. Shang-Chi's gonna banish the Shinobi. Then we resummon the Shang-Chi. Summoning the Shinobi on the field. Then we get ourselves the Shang-Chi effect. To send to the graveyard, I don't have another vampire on the field, sadly. Because if I did, I would want to send to the graveyard the... like a vampire to get the counter trap. But I think I'm just gonna send the Doom King here. Oh, I don't even have the field spell. I'm stupid there. I'm super stupid. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna see what we draw. But not having the Zombie World is gonna be really bad for me. So Chaos Ruler first, then Garura second. That's why I never like to do random mills at first, because it always ends up milling the cards I need. That is pretty fine. We can add the Saronir to our end. The problem now that we have is that I would like the Retainer to be in the grave. But the only way I have of getting it in the grave is by linking something off. And there's no way. So we're just going to go end phase. Not the greatest end board. That's why I might like more... Like, that's why I might like some more links in this. That's why Sheridan might go away again. Because he's not doing anything. And if I add any link to, If I had SP, if we could make SP here, that would be insane. But SP is not legal, so what link could we do? Wolo would have been good here too. I had 2 6s on the field. Deep barrier, that's super annoying. We might as well do Beatrice now before it resolves, so that cards goes to the graveyard instead. So it is like some sort of stun strategy, I feel. Sending the Mizuki here, so that resolves. We still have the Dispatter. We have triple negate Appaloosa. At this point, I probably should have removed the Beatrice. He is on the Time Lord, so this here, he's gonna tribute this. I think I'm just gonna Monster Negate. I don't even need to reshuffle anything into his deck. We just Monster Negate with Appaloosa. And what does he do now? He special summon this. Does he have a Time Lord? I don't think this can negate the Time Lord, right? Because it... Oh, it negates the activated effect. So we can negate the Time Lord activating here. So we should be fine. We should be fine. If it did not negate the... Oh, he's got a Kaiju. Never mind. We might be dead. If he got the Time Lord that shuffles everything into the end, we probably are dead. Does this negate the activation? It negates the activation. So we are fine with the... This is the 0/0. So Appaloosa should be still able to negate this. Because it is negating the activation, it can be activated in the damage step. Punching this. Oh, it's not even in the damage step. It's afterward. So now he's going to trigger this. We are going to negate with Appo. And that should be pretty much all she wrote, to be honest. So negate it here. The problem now is how I deal with D-Fisher. Because Driftsworm is not going to the grave. I don't really have anything to deal with this. But he's gonna run himself out of resources at some point. And we still have a lot here. Now what do I want to do? I probably just pass on this. I still have one Appaloosa negate. I do have Psychican, but I do not have a tuner here. I do not have a singular tuner. Do I have... I could... I don't have any tuner that are zombies that could go into it. I could revive the Doom King. Oh, I have a plan. The plan is Mizuki. Mizuki revives the Doom King. Then Doom King can trigger from his stuff. It's all going to depend on what the trap card he has is. So, summon Doom King here. Oh, Ash is a zombie tuner. You're right. I always forget about that. But this is a cleaner play. We just do Doom King. He's gonna Threatening Roar, sure. This seems like a really bad deck. So we are gonna chain the Doom King and we're gonna go... We cannot kill him this turn, but we have the Doom King on field. We have like so many things going for us. Let's banish this. Then that's gonna be banished, so might as well banish the Banshee. We weren't punching anyway this turn, so that's fine. What can we make? We can make... Oh! It's coming in handy, guys. He gave us a monster. Sheridan worked out. We can use this. Sheridan. Send him to the Shadow Realm. There we go. Sheridan did something. What do we have in the banish? We can do... this here. To discard at this point, might as well discard. Oh, we can discard. Did we mill the trap card? I don't think we did, right? We didn't. Oh, we did. That was one of the first cards we milled. So every single mill we did this game was super bad. Let's add the Mizuki to the end. Then we can just end turn here. We're running out of time, but we did get Threatening Roar, so there was no way we were gonna punch through. Because Threatening Roar still works on Psychic N, because it affects the player. It does not affect the card, it affects the player. We're keeping a Driftsworm here if we need to. He's on one card, basically, to do anything. he does have a Time Lord. So, drawing another Time Lord. If he cannot deal with the Doom King, I probably am just fine. Now that there's no, like... Okay, so he's gonna punch here. That's fine. Then, what does this do? At the end of the battle phase, have your opponent life point. I might as well use Apo. There's no reason not to. Like, I don't want to get too low, so let's negate this. Prevent him from doing that. He's on top deck mode with a singular set card. I just need to trigger any zombie effect right now. If I can do that, I'm winning. Unless this is Threatening Roar again. If it is Threatening Roar, at this point, this guy just has everything he needs. So, standby, main phase. We don't want a special. We want to activate the Familiar here. Familiar is going to send the Retainer to the graveyard. Then we chain the Doom King, banishing his monster again. They're not too much. They're just annoying. They're literally stalling for time. Like, the Inevitable, they're never going to win. They're never going to win this. Slowly but surely, I'm making them lose. It's just annoying. The Deep Fissure was the only thing that was stopping me a bit. We can now go for the Voivode. If we want to. Like, we can get rid of... And we can... Oh, we should have done that before. We detach this. Then we get rid of that trap card. We should probably have done that before. And that's pretty much game. That was a game of all time. Not the most interesting one, but it was Time Lord. What can I say? Time Lord's not the most competitive deck. Do I even need Zeus in this? Like, I never make Zeus. It can come in handy, but my Xyz have too much, like, good effect that I want to make Zeus out of. Zeus would only be useful if I was running Talent to steal an opponent monster. So now, what links do we want to make? Because I was running into a problem that I did not have a singular links that I could do. So what links do we want to do? We have Sucker here. The problem is we cannot go into a link that's too specific. Because the problem we had is that we had like a jumble. We did not have our... We could go for Unicorn. Unicorn's always good. Just having a Unicorn there, being able to bounce stuff up. And getting more value out of this. I think that should be fine. Now with this, we are going to need to get the regain there. Free gemmies. We are getting free gemmies. Slowly but surely, we are rebuilding. Did I save my... No, I did not. So... Branded, regain. Where is it? It's... just around here. It allows me to cycle back cards too, so that's pretty good. Do I really want those one? I'm still not convinced about the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. The Shinobi Necro is always fun. I can do stuff with this, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna test it out again. I'm gonna try and see what works, what does not. It's by trial and errors that you get to the winning strategy. And with this deck, with the power level of this deck, we need a lot of trials and error. So let me see what happened when I was there. This is not a good hand, but the Maxi might fix it. Pot of Prosperity, okay. I could try and build a going second version of this, like get rid of the Maxi, get rid of some of the cards. So Prospe here tells me it's Kashtira. So now that I know it's Cash, I'm gonna Maxi right after they add a card. Just to make sure I don't get ripped off from a Cash. They add the Maxi, so they did have something else. We are going to be playing against Maxi next turn. That's going to be super annoying. We're going to Maxi them. If they call by the grave the Maxi, at least it's turning off their own Maxi. If they have the Ash Blossom at this point, I can't do anything about that. So are you going to pass on this? Summon the Unicorn. Doom King, get out of my hand. I don't need you. Anything else. Like, anything else. Getting themselves the bird. Oh, so they already have a Kashtira in the end. Because if not, they would have gone for the Kastiosis, right? We just need a singular ghost. We need Italu would be good too, just to, because we know they have Maxi. If we draw the Ash Blossom, that would be good. Now they are gonna get the bird. The problem with bird is that it does not give me anything for my Maxi, because it is a normal summon. Are they gonna go like Fenrir? End phase? Okay. So I know they are on Maxi, but I might be able to kill them. I might be able to kill them on that. If I am them, they're probably gonna banish the Chaos Ruler. But that's not the Chaos Ruler I care about the most. Okay, we have options now. We know they are on Maxi. So if we go Xiamen, we get the Doom King in the grave. We can do the full combo. Can we kill? If we go Vampire Ghost, for sure we cannot kill. They cannot Imperm us. They can Ash Blossom us. If they Ash Blossom, we lose on the Xiamen. We do not lose on the Ghost. If it is Ash, we don't lose on the Ghost. We lose on the Xiamen. They did not Ash the Maxi though, so I don't think they have Ash. If they add Ash, they would have used it on the Maxi, so it's not Ash. Now the Xiamen here is the better play, because it gets me Xiamen. I can do the zombie plays with the Xiamen, so I think I'm going for it. I kind of need to. So let's see what they have. I know it's the Maxi coming down. We knew that already. Let's do Xiamen effect. Getting myself... I think I'm going for the kill, to be honest. I'm gonna try and see if I can kill this turn. Do you have Droll too? Like, you're on Droll, right? Oh no, it's the Unicorn. That's fine. Let's see what he picks. He's probably gonna pick the Chaos Ruler. Like, there's no good target for him to remove now. There's really none. He's gonna be so confused seeing the SXR deck. He's gonna be like, oh? What are you on? Okay, getting rid of this. That's kind of annoying. We're gonna need to gamble a bit more now, because we do not have access to our easy mill. We don't have access to our play that we would do usually. But let's send a familiar there. Let's summon the Deer Note. We're making them draw 17,000 cards. Let's go this. Let's go Chaos Ruler. Because the thing is, if we can drop a monster on their field, it should be pretty bad for them. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the Deer Note. It is full combo. The problem is, it's full combo under Maxi, so it might not be that good. Let's get the Foxy Tune here. Then we are gonna be able to go into Zombie Vampire. Maybe mill them a bit. See what they get. Here, we get the Voivode. We get this. Regain is gonna be gone. We lose the Ghost Fusion, but we can go into this pattern from there. We add the Vampire Voivode. We mill those one. We go into Zombie Vampire from here. If we mill the Zombie World at this point, it's gonna be sad. But I feel we should be able to kill this turn. Unless this guy gets Nibiru from his card. He might be on Nib. I never know. Special summon to my field. Sadly, this is not gonna resolve because we do not have anything. We could send the Shang-Chi. Or we are gonna be able to revive the Shang-Chi from Chaos Ruler. So might as well get the Fenrir right here. Then we use Chaos Ruler there. And that's a funny thing. You're gonna see the chain. So we banish the Shang-Chi here from this. We summon the Chaos Ruler. Then we use Shang-Chi effect. And it banishes another card. And look! Shinobi Necro's in the grave. So we banish the Shinobi Necro. We summon the Shang-Chi. Then Shinobi Necro just got banished. So, oh, look at that. I can summon him again. Then we get this. We go into this one here to get ourselves into this batter. I'm taking the challenge. I think I should be fine here. We can revive the either Shinobi Necro, but we don't have a Nate anymore. We can revive the Chaos Ruler if we want to. Let's do the Shang-Chi first. They don't have a Nash too, which is the weirdest thing. At this point, we did not mill the Zombie World, right? So if we set the Zombie World, we can do some stuff here. If we send the Mizuki, we can do even more. So let's send the Mizuki from our hand. We're thinking about killing them this turn. So that's the game plan. We can do... Oh, they surrendered. But we had lethal. We just gotta find it. But we could have dispattered. Oh, Fenrir would have done it. Yeah, you're right. I forget Fenrir can declare on attack. You're completely right. Yeah, I like the little guy. I like the change we did with removing Algol and making the Shinobi Necro instead because it's doing so much. This is the card I'm not convinced about. Like the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, I'm not convinced. I'm gonna still try it out, but I might just cut the Assault Synchron. Might cut this one, add more links again. Then the Shinobi Necro is gonna be fine. If I can go into Chaos Ruler at any point, the Shinobi Necro is basically a dispatter. So that's basically what I need to do. But we're gonna try it again. We're almost at Duelist Cup 15, which is pretty close to the goal we were setting ourselves. We are reaching the point where we're not gonna be able to rank up indefinitely. We are going second again. Both of us on a win to the max level. So let's see who's the best here. Will I break? Please no, please no, please no. That's pretty good. That's one of the best hand we've got all day. Like, this is a hand that does everything we need. Literally everything we would need is in this hand. That is an insane hand. Chaos Space. This is Dragon Link. If they're sending this, I'm gonna ash the Chaos Space because I feel they might be bricked. They might be on Bishul too. I don't know. If they have the Gamma, we lose. Well, we lost. That was a good game, guys. We went second against the Dragon Link with everything. So they're gonna get their full combo. They're gonna get their Synchro Aid. They're gonna get, like, everything they want. Even though we have triple interruption, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I do not think that's gonna be enough to play through a board that has, like, 5 negates or something. I don't remember the end boards of Dragon Link, but it's gonna be super rough. We're gonna need to bait every single thing. They're gonna go Chaos Ruler there. Then Chaos Ruler is gonna get them everything they need. I can oh, Ravine to the graveyard is great. I don't think they have a way to get back the Ravine, right? So them losing the Ravine might be big. Unless they run 2 Ravine? Elbaz wipes these guys up. If only I was running Elbaz. So they lose the Branded Beast. They lose the Ravine. And most of the Dragon Link lists that I've seen are not running 2 Ravines. So unless Romulus can add from the graveyard? Like, let me see. From your deck to your hand. So they might not have the Ravine. That's gonna hurt their end board pretty much. We might be fine. We might be doing good here. They are still gonna end on an annoying board. But let's see what we can do. Sup, plan, long time no see. Welcome in, Nero the Cat. I hope you're doing good. How's your day going? It has been a while. Can I show you a replay? For sure. Just drop it in chat. They got full combo. They don't really have full combo because they do not have Dragon Ravine. Unless they are a crazy guy and they're running 2 Ravine, they do not have Ravine now. That is one of the reasons why I don't like starting Chaos Ruler. Because it always happens to me. I told you guys, I always mill the Zombie World. I always mill the Ghost Fusion. Okay. Let me copy that. And after this game, we're gonna go for it. Can you tell me against who it was? So they do have the Chaos Space. They're gonna add the driver. Are you a crazy guy that runs... Oh no, the guy's in the grave. But at least it's not gonna have an empty board. So I should be fine on this. He did have the Lubellion too. Or did he add it to his end? No, he did not add the Lubellion anytime. So he just started Chaos Space, Gamma, Lubellion into, like, everything. So we might be just dead. OG versus Sky Striker. Okay, we're gonna look at that just after this game. Please remind me after this game because it's gonna be a long one. We're against dealing, so it's probably gonna be a long one. But remind me once this is done to watch the replay if I ever forget. So Sphere is gonna be annoying. But for now, it's nothing too bad. They have the Boot Sector Launch. Boot Sector Launch can summon a rocket. They're probably gonna get the Tracer. Yeah, they do have the Tracer. I was pretty sure they were on. So they can destroy the Boot Sector Launch, getting themselves another 4. They probably go into Burrow Savage Dragon right now to get themselves a negate. Like just a 1 token. Oh, they go into Pisty. So they go into Tri-Burst with this and this, maybe? Oh, they go... Okay, Chaos Ruler here. They're gonna go into another one of their... Wait. Why did you add Driver back and you just banish... This guy added Gamma back to his end, to his deck. But he decided to banish the Driver? Is it the only light you run? No, you could have banished a White Dragon Wyver Buster. Oh, he started Red MD too? This guy literally had everything he wanted. Like Red MD, he had Lubellion, he had Chaos Space, he had Gamma to negate my stuff. Like at this point, it's insane how much gas he has. The problem is, for now, I feel we can still beat this board, depending on how many end traps he gets. But I feel we're still doing good. He kind of clogged his zone too. So unless he can freeze some of his zone, he's gonna be a bit stuck. So he needs to do a Tri-Burst. Yeah, that's what I expected. He's making Tri-Burst here so he can revive something. But what are you getting back? What would be so important to get back here? Getting the Recharger? Does it do something if it's special summon? It's time to learn what the dealing does, by the way. We were thinking of playing them, so it's time to learn what they do. Magnamut there. Magnamut is gonna summon itself. Banishing this. I still don't feel like anything in this board is threatening. He's gonna end on Boral N. Plus maybe a Boral Sword. So that's 2 negate plus a Bishul. The Bishul's gonna be the most annoying one. But for now, I feel I'm doing fine. We can like do Ghost here, summon, try and bait out anything they have. Then we do Italy, get the Amin, bait out another negate they have. And if they don't have an Ash, we might be good. So it is Boral End plus a Seal plus a Barone. Are they locked into anything? Like, that is one of the crazy things. They're not locked into anything right now, I think, right? So that's going to be triple. 1 bounce, 1 negate, and 1 omni-negate. That's going to be rough, depending on the end traps they drew. Oh, this pattern to extend even more? Why not? That's going to be... So that's a pop, that's a bounce, that's a negate. Then they can revive this. They go into... Yeah, I don't think we win this. I don't think we win this at all. There's nothing we can do here. If we had the Nib in our deck, we could have maybe done something. But like, that's 1 omni-negate, 1 negate, 1 pop, and 1 bounce. That's 4 interaction for 4 cards in my hand. So there's basically nothing I could do. Unless it... I don't even know what tub deck I could tub that would get me out of this. Unless the guy misplays super bad. Oh, and a Bishul too. Don't forget that. They get a Bishul back. Getting the Baldrake here. Let's see what we can do. It's one of our worst matchup against a guy that opened literally God. Okay, so let's start with the first negate out of the way. Vampire Ghost effect. Send the vampire to the grave. Anything? Hello? Regain. He's gonna revive probably the Joy Swarm. Yeah, exactly. So at least the ghost resolves for some reason. He's gonna banish probably the... So now might as well add this one to my hand because I'm expecting him to banish my monster that I sent to the graveyard. So we want something that is summonable. So adding this. Oh, it's Flan. Out goes Jigglyflan. Attempt to play card game. It goes pretty good. How you doing, Ver? So we send a familiar here. Then we can do Vampire Ghost here. We're trying just to bait out negates at this point. Because they still have double negate, one... now they have triple negate plus one bounce. Which is kind of insane. If we can play through this, it's gonna be pretty good. So they are gonna shuffle this back into the deck to negate it. So that's a Dispatter gone at least. We don't have to worry about Dispatter. We played through one interruption. Can we play through another one? So this is gone. Now we're gonna bait out the Bishol with the Familiar. Sending this to the graveyard. Let's see if it works. He is gonna Bishol. The problem now is that he has a Baldrake plus the Druid Swarm, so I don't think we can do anything. Because now he can always negate a special summon. And he has an Omni too. Scratch another off my bucket list. Soon I'll be able to die with my life fulfilled. I made a new friend from Twitter. I didn't think that was possible. Ooh. That's neat. So another problem that he can do is he use the Baldrake, sends the Druid Swarm to the grave, negate my stuff, and I just die. So this here... Oh, you have the Ash too? Come on. This guy had 7 interruption for 4 cards. How's it doing? I just got clapped by the guy that had the best Dragon Link hand I ever saw. The guy literally had the God hand. The Gamma to negate my only Ash that I had a gas hand. My hand was insane. But I went second against a guy that opened Lubellion, Chaos Space, Gamma, Red MD, and something else. So that was just insane. I could not do anything, but welcome in, Gamer Dog. This end goes pretty hard, to be honest. We died to an Ash Blossom, but we just hope they don't have it. They have it. They are on Maxi. Okay. So at this point... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the replay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go right after. Let me just, I'm taking a note mentally. I'm so sorry about that. Let's get ourselves the Druid Swarm then. And we're probably just gonna pass on this. If we set that and end our turn, we don't have enough gas to go through the Maxi. So might as well just get an interruption and hope that it's enough. Exo Sister, we're probably dead, guys. This is probably GG. One of our... What is it with me tonight? I'm facing the worst matchup I could get and the worst end I could get against me. I'm getting Maxied every time I could do anything, and this guy's just opening everything. Are you showing your 0 defense to a certain dominance? No, I'm crying because nothing's working. The opponents, I don't understand why, but my ends have been trash and my opponents have been godlike every single day today. It's been insane. Yeah, we're gonna go next. There's no way we're winning this. Let's go next. Let's go for the replay. I'm getting really tired of just opening. It's just crazy. The last game that we had was pretty good. We had a really fun game that we could have had. We had everything we needed. We had 4 ways to start the game, but the guy opened so crazy that he could play through everything, and he just was able to put up 7 negates in a turn, and we just couldn't put enough stuff. Because the guy drew Ash too. If he did not drew Ash, I had a chance. If he did not drew the Ash Blossom, we had a chance against the Dragon Link player. But for sure, he had to draw the Ash out of random cards out of his deck. The enemy has big numbers, you have small numbers, you win. Not really. What happens is you punch them to the face. Oh, you're on Gate Guardian. You are on some cards that I've never seen played in the Gate Guardian. Setting the Sangha of the Thunder. You could play League, you should not play League. Do not, Ver. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. You don't want to. So getting the Ayare, then he's gonna steal your... Banish your Maxi? Why? Why would he do that? Just using a spell because why not? So setting the Sujin, and then you can go for the big one, the Gate Guardian combined. And now you have a target negate, which should be pretty good against, like, Sky Striker. Why are you running Jar of Avarice? I don't think that's that great of a card, but sure. Then you can negate this. This guy's just not reading. Then he does another one, but he's not reading. That it's up to 3 times a turn. He's really not reading, right? He's a Yu-Gi-Oh player for sure. So negate this. Negate this one too. And then you pretty much win there, I think. They summon the other Ray to go into Kagari. Kagari, is he gonna add? He's gonna do it again. Oh, this guy. Read the card. Okay, now he's gonna be able to take it. So now he read it, guys. He read it. So he's gonna take the card, then go probably into... Oh, he's stupid. He's gonna pop his own card because that's how that works. So he's making Shizuku. That's fine. I feel you're still doing fine. You have 1 monster in the graveyard. What does this do? Your life point's not lower, so it doesn't really matter. Drawing a lot of Gate Guardians, so that's not great. The good thing about Sky Striker is they cannot kill you. Drawing the Engage here is pretty bad for you, though. Drawing one, searching one, then they get the... Oh, that's so bad. Okay, you are in a bit of a trouble now. How do you get out of this? How do you get out of this situation? Getting another Engage. So, adding... Don't they play Kagari? Like, why would you add Rose? You already have 2 Rose in the grave, or 1 of them. Why wouldn't you want Ray here? Oh, you already add the Ray? Okay. Then he goes into Dark, he goes into Celine. He has, Milling 2? I don't understand what this guy's doing. I don't think this guy knows how to play the game. Because, like, he's just making a Celine to make a Celine. There's no real reason to do it. Like, he made his board weaker. So, triple spell is kind of annoying for you. Let's see what you can do. You have an Infirm, but it doesn't do much. You can banish his card, add 1 guy. Oh, you can just make the guy here. He's still not gonna read. He still hasn't understood that this card can negate 3 times a turn. He has not. So, he's gonna turn off... Oh no, he's just banishing it. Sure. Then you negate that, and at this point, it's pretty... Yeah, I don't understand what this Sky Striker was doing. He had the game in the bag, but it just decided to do stupid thing? I do not understand what he was on. But GG, pretty good duel. Let's see. I want to at least reach Duelist level 15 before we end today. I want to reach Duelist level 15. Just so I can say at least I did that. I got most of the gems, and I'm probably gonna grind the gems off stream after that. We are going second again. We keep going second. Let's see what we get hit by this time. Is it gonna be a Maxi? Is it gonna be a Rock? Is it gonna be a dealing player? This is a fine hand, but not a great one. We would like to get more stuff. We probably just want to remove the Excel thing. Okay, it is Labyrinth, so let's hold on the Maxi. We are going to Maxi on our own turn to try and draw some card there. We drew the 1-ofs again, by the way. 1, 2, and 3 1-ofs. But no Italy, no Xiamen, no Ghost. It just, at this point, it's a trend. I do not understand how to say it otherwise. It is a trend. I'm going to start running my starters at 1-of. It's gonna be better for me. I'm gonna draw more of them. I'm gonna be better off. I'm gonna be more able to just play the game. Because I do not understand how I'm gonna run like one Ghost, one Unizombie, one Shiranui, one like Xiamen, one Italy. I'm gonna see all of them in my opening end. If I follow the luck I've been having right now, Xiamen is pretty good. Xiamen is pretty good here. So let's do Xiamen here. See if it gets negated. I know he has the Labyrinth. He probably has the big Welcome too. So let's hope he doesn't have too much. He's thinking. Don't tell me you've never... Oh, Torrential Tribute? Okay, that one I wasn't expecting. We're gonna set this, I guess, and activate Zombie World there. That's probably not gonna stop them that much, but sure. Then go end phase. That seems to be a really bad Labyrinth deck. They're gonna go Welcome. We are gonna... Do we want to Maxi on this? Or is it next turn that they're gonna do stuff? I think I'm gonna wait for next turn. Because at this point, the lady's not gonna do anything. They might go for the Silver Lady. But that's not gonna be that bad. At this point, it would have been better to summon the Familiar to just get something on the field. But now the lovely Lady of the Labyrinth summons, but they do not get a way to just pop it. So in draw phase, we are gonna drop the Maxi on them. Just to see if we can do anything. Maybe that resolves, maybe that does not. And let's see what we can do here. Can we do anything to get us out of this? They have a lovely lady. They seem to have brick last turn, so maybe we're doing good. Maybe not. Can you play into the Anima zone so I could steal with Familiar, please? I'm still running... Oh, I'm not even running Anima. Never mind. You can play whatever you want. I don't care. We're not playing Anima anymore. Battle phase. I don't understand what this guy's doing. Like, how can you be bricked so hard? He's probably on Ash Blossom and everything too, because at this point, what could your hand be that you cannot play any of them? This is pretty bad. If we go Familiar set, we could have summoned the Familiar to get a Domination up, but that's not gonna do much. Now next turn we might have a play, but we're just drawing the one-ofs again. That's a one-off, that's a one-off, that's a one-off, that's three ofs. But like that's a one-off too. So this here is gonna reset the Welcome Labyrinth. We're probably dead. Like Labyrinth going first, even though they break like that, we just bricked harder. We bricked harder than them. I'm curious to see their deck list, but we're not gonna be able to. Because they are on the DC Cup, and we can never see the deck list of anyone on the DC Cup. But... Okay, no. You're not telling me you're on Branded Labyrinth, are you? You're not gonna tell me that, right? Ain't no way you're on Branded Labyrinth. What is it with tonight? So he's gonna quick fusion. What other monster could you make? Let's see what he makes. He could make Draco Sepelia with this. He has the Cartesia. No, he cannot make Draco Sepelia. Then what can he make? He cannot make... I don't know. He's on Ritual too? I don't know what to say, guys. I do not know what to say. I'm confused. We probably still lose, to be honest, because we drew nothing, but... I'm confused like crazy here. He's gonna punch into the Familiar. We are gonna be able to do one play next turn. Maybe that's good enough, but it is gonna... We are gonna need to draw anything playable. Any single card playable would be good. Sending the Foxy Tune. So you're on Punk, Branded, Ritual. What are you running? Like, there's no way there's synergies in your deck. There's no way there is synergies in your deck. So punching into the Familiar, punching into my face. Like, this guy just saw the engines and everything and decided, let's put them all together. Welcome in, Sigjin. I hope you're doing good. We're getting destroyed by a really weird deck. So let's go Familiar here. Familiar, pitch the Retainer. He's not even activating Welcome Labyrinth. I do not understand why. But we are going to use the Familiar. He's going to use this. to... He wants to special summon something. I know he has the Welcome Labyrinth. He's gonna special summon... reminds me of my deck running Senju of 1000N in Gate Guardian, but it has a proper purpose. I just don't understand what this guy's on. Like, I don't understand what the game plan is here. We can go into Ghost here. Yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan, guys. Do you follow me? We do Ghost. Then we do Ghost, no effect. We do Sucker here. We would have loved to use the Ghost effect, but we have the Voivode in hand. So we do this. Then we still have a monster, so we can always negate anything they try. I know this is a Welcome Labyrinth. Then you negate the effect of one face-up monster. We are gonna do Vampire Ghost here. Getting ourselves the Tribute Summon. So we're gonna Tribute Summon both of their monsters. I don't understand why is this Welcome not available. Tribute Summoning this and Tribute Summoning this. Thank you very much. Then Voivode effect. Then this reduce. Then Voivode triggers. I think I'm gonna take your card there. They seem like pretty neat card. We could even take... Oh, that's funny. Oh no, it's gonna be negated, so it doesn't matter. But might as well steal the Cartesia too. And we still have a Numni, so I feel we're doing good. I do not understand what this guy's game plan is. But we are doing fine. We draw a card from Sucker too. So right here... Oh, drawing Lubellion just to add salt to injuries. We should be able to kill this turn. So adding the Magnamut now. What do we have in the grave? We don't have much, but we can go into Zombie Vampire here. Decide with this. We're just trying to amass lethal. We do have an Numni behind us, so we don't have to worry too much about anything else. Let's banish this to make sure they can't recur it. And then we summon the Bestial Magnamut. We trigger the effect, and this should be more than enough. We just go battle phase. And they surrender. I'm never gonna know what their ritual they were trying to do was. But I'm fine with it. So apparently that was branded ritual of some sort plus Labyrinth with Torrential Tribute for some reason. And then there was some Punk too there. So just Engine.deck. But we did make it to Duelist level 15. I think for now I'm gonna go take a break a bit. Maybe, do we have enough gems? We do not have any missions done. We are gonna be on the grind again next time. Wednesday, I'm gonna do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. Lily needs to take the week off a bit. Like, there's some things happening, so... We're not gonna do Baldur's Gate this week. We are gonna go for some Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead. I do not have the time. It's probably gonna be earlier than usual. Just to be able to, like... just to be able to stream early and go for how long we want. So keep in mind, I'm going to say it on Twitter. I'm going to talk about it on Discord. So if you want to follow there, feel free to do so. It's probably going to be after 5 p.m. on Wednesday. I don't know when. It's going to be in between 5 and 7 p.m. EST that I'm going to start. But that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys have had a good time. And I hope to see you all again next time. Let's raid a friend of mine. I never get to raid them because they are later than me usually. But right now they're streaming and they're doing some art. So let's go send them some loves. They are really good artists. They're really good friends. So I hope you guys enjoy them. They're not speaking much right now, but you can request song with them and everything. So feel free to say hi, to chat with them a bit. Here's the raid message. And here's the raid message for those that are not sub. And like I said, thank you very much for being here. I hope you guys take care of yourself. I hope you drink a lot of water. It's important to stay hydrated. You get some good sleep, some good food. And I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye-bye.